And falling on top of it.
That's a break for Hussen. He went from the 49 to about the, looks like the 34 right there, so 15 yards on that poor snap.
I want to mention, too, I incorrectly identified the player there taking the snap. That's Josh Graham. He's listed as the second running back, so that's a Wildcat formation there. My apologies. I'm going to assume it was probably him that took the quarterback keeper as well on the end around. So that's something to watch out for here with Alfred State, some trickery. This is Jimmy Brush back in at quarterback now.
Yes. 4 and the 1 kind of look like football.
Yeah, that they do. But the Wildcat look, they'll go away from it here. Moving the pocket, rolling out. It's a wobbler, but caught on the sideline.
There's just nowhere to run right there.
Exactly, that'll keep it pinned back. Board says 3rd and 25. Yeah, ball on the 42-yard line. Like you said though, Tyler, I cut you off a bit. Nowhere to run after the catch.
Yeah, that was Ben Baugh on the catch. He's got 9 receptions on the year. Marked that his 10th, with just nothing doing for him after it.
It'll be Baugh again here on the near side. Napoleon in the slot on the far side. Francois out wide. The shotgun snap, pardon me. Throw across the middle. It's caught, but for little to no gain. So Ben Baugh will add a reception, but not a first down. That'll bring up 4th and 17. The punt unit's coming out, and I see a yellow flag in the air for some after-play shenanigans.
It's like some extracurriculars right there. But yeah, back to the play. Good protection, but obvious passing down right there for the Eagles. Let's see what that penalty is.
Take a look here at the reception brought down. Oh, trying to pull the ball out there at the end, and that led to some pushing, some shoving, pulls him off the pile.
They might get Francois for the pull off the pile.
We'll see how they sort this out. I'm sure Alfred State's arguing, well, they started it, you know, but oftentimes it's not who starts it who ends up penalized. The 3 officials here talking things over at 11:57 remaining in the opening quarter here on Fox 22. The Husson Eagles coming to this one with an 0-2 record.
After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct on the offense, number 41.
All right, so unsportsmanlike conduct will go against the offense, so it'll still be 4th down. Actually, they're going to roll this back to 3rd down, perhaps. It'll push them further back. Wait and see here how they set it up after the penalty. I think it'll still be 4th down. You got 4th and 27, so that bit of housekeeping done. The punt unit will, of course, stay on the field for Alfred State.
Yeah, without that bad snap and the penalty, really could have been a pretty dangerous opening drive for Alfred State right there. Hussen catching it.
Riley Van Fleet, the punter for Alfred State.
Also one of their defensive backs.
A lot of players will have multiple jobs here at the D3 level. Van Fleet takes the snap, puts it in the air. It's a good punt. End over end, going to bounce in front of the return man. Takes an Alfred State roll. Going to be touched up at about the 31-yard line. So Hussen with a good defensive stand to open the game up.
Talk about an Alfred State roll. That one rolled like 10 yards.
That it did. John Bell stayed back, let it roll. Bell, the return man. Actually, pardon me, Cam Holmes, I think, was the punt return man there for the Eagles. So we'll get our first look at the Hussen offense now. They're led by second-year starter, junior quarterback Nick Visser. Visser comes into this one with a touchdown and 2 picks on the season. He started last season, had 19 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Look at the starters here for the Eagles. Visser will take the snap, hands it off to the back in the backfield. A short gain. To call that 2 yards and a cloud of dust. No dust, of course, here with the turf field, but a similar mindset.
That'll bring him out to just before the 35. That looked like Elijah Garnett on the carry there. I think it's going to be a busy day for him against this Alfred State defense.
Yeah, Garnett, a sophomore. He's listed at the 2 spot on the depth chart, but he generally stirs the straw that stirs the drink when I'm looking to say on offense when it comes to Hussen running the football. Line back up, Visser in the shotgun. Receiver in the slot here on the near side. Visser will take the snap, hands it off to the running back, runs off the right tackle. Ran into by 1, 2, 3, and eventually a 4th Alfred State defender. But a good little game there for Elijah Garnett on the outside carry.
And he's a powerful rusher. Saw the stiff arm there. He just wouldn't go down, fighting through 3 Pioneer defenders. He gets downhill, it could be a problem.
Take a second look at that run here from him. He's 5'10", 194, a sophomore. You said just a powerful runner. Very rarely will the first bit of contact pull him down. So back in the shotgun, Garnett in the backfield on the far side of the Visser. Visser takes the snap, looks to our side of the field, rolls out, throws the screen pass, finds Garnett. The first man who hits him brings him down, but not before Garnett falls forward and stretches the football out through the first down marker. See if they give him first down yardage there. Looks like they've marked him just a touch short.
They're going to mark him where his knee went down, but I thought he fell forward after it. Just It looks like he got it there from our replay angle, but they are marking him about a yard short, and here comes the punt.
And they won't go for it here, 4th and 1 on the wrong side of the 50-yard line, so to speak. We'll bring out the Hussen punt team. Barrety handles the kickoffs, extra points, and he's out to the punter.
Third and manageable there, just came up short. Another 3 and out for the Hussen offense.
It's like Riley Van Fleet back to return the punt. We mentioned him a few moments ago. He punted the ball for Alfred State. Now he's out to return the punt. He'll fair catch it about the 20-yard line. So a pair of possessions for both sides. Still no points up on the board. We'll see if Alfred State can get something going here. We'll be back after this. Welcome back here to Cameron Stadium. Alfred State's possession underway. You're looking at a 2nd and 3 coming up. Palmer just carried the ball 7 yards. He'll hand it off once more to Palmer. Gets wrapped up just behind the right tackle. Thought for a moment there the ball was loose. Looks like it was not, so he's pulled down for no gain. It's like 40 remaining in the opening quarter of play. Here, go ahead, Tyler.
Looks like a duo of Eagles there, but again, getting off the pile. Number 50, Tucker Buzzle.
Like we said earlier, when is he not involved on a tackle? He had, was it 15? Assisted, I think, last week. Assisted in total tackles combined. He's all over the place for the Eagles. So a 3rd and 3 play coming up now. Palmer in the backfield. Jimmy Brush, the quarterback, looks over to his respective sideline to pick up the play call. Take the shotgun snap, rolls out the far side, fires on the run as a man. Is it caught? Looks like it is. He holds the ball in the air. That'll move the chains. Great effort there to go to the ground and trap that and make the catch.
That's the 3rd reception of the day for Bob. Looked like he just found a soft spot in the zone right there, right by the pylon on the far side. Good play by Brush to find the open man.
I was about to say a look there at Brush. He moves the pocket moves with him. Boy, great play there. Palmer with a short run. Pulled down at just about the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot going there, trying to fall forward. Tucker Buzzle once more in there with a tackle. Really is, if you were going to try to hone down on one defensive player for the Eagles, that's the man you'd pick, the man in the middle. Tucker Buzzle, number 50. He is so involved for the Husson Eagles on defense.
There he is whispering something in his lineman's ear.
Brush will take the shotgun snap. Palmer off to his side. He rolls out on the far side, fires on the run. That's Ball once more with another catch. I think Alfred State's found something there with that play.
Yeah, that's his 4th reception of the day, and that looks like the same exact play as you mentioned as that 3rd and short. Shotgun snap, rolls right away. Ba coming across the middle, and he is open.
It's one way to cut down on a team's pass rush. If you can move the pocket around, catch them off guard, keep them guessing. They've done so well there on back-to-back plays now. Ball very involved in the passing game. 2 backfield here. Jimmy Brush still the quarterback. Got to keep my eye out now in case Graham comes back out in the Wildcat. Tight end in motion.
A stacked backfield there.
Yeah, 3 men in the backfield. There's the snap. It's a handoff.
Yeah.
Didn't matter how many men were in the backfield there. Hussen read that play like a book.
When you put that many men in the backfield, you're kind of on 3rd and short. You know you're going to run. So they're basically telling Hussen they're going to run. Hussen says, we're going to send them all and try to stop you, and that's exactly what the Eagles did. Looks like a 2-yard loss on the play there. Just blew up that run play.
They'll bring up 4th and 3. The punt team back on the field for Alfred State. Hussen back to receive the punt. Riley Van Fleet, the Alfred State punter. Getting situated here. Man coming on late for Alfred State. John Bell, the man back to receive the punt.
Oh, that was close.
That was close to being blocked. You are correct. Bell tags up. He'll catch that one in stride. Rolls up the far side, tripped up for a modest gain.
Good defensive drive by Hussen right there. Some hard-nosed football to end it. Picking up a couple yards on the return. That sets them up right around where their last drive ended.
Yeah, pretty much in the exact same spot. Might not seem like much there on the punt return, but when you're trying to jumpstart an offense, any additional yardage you can get helps out. So Nick Visser will lead his troops back onto the field. The offensive line setting up now. Going to be in the shotgun, as you would expect. John Bell, the slot receiver this time near side. I'd look out for him. Visser will take the snap. He fakes it, going to keep it himself. Goes up the middle, a lot of room. That was the shoulder falls forward. That's going to be close to a first down. A good quarterback keeper there for Visser.
A typical read option right there, and he made the perfect read. Took it up the middle instead of handing it off for the outside run. It looks like it's going to be 2nd and very short for the Eagles right now.
They've got 2nd and 1 up on the board, but I agree with your assessment there. I think that's less than a yard. I was a little surprised last week that we didn't see Visser run a little more. He seems like he's quick, a good athlete. Good way to open up the offense for the Eagles. Bell in the slot once more here on the near side. Visser will take the snap, fakes to Garnett. He's looking to pass. Man in the backfield, steps around the rush, tucks it and says, why not? I'll take the first down. Tries to juke the defender, ends up getting pulled down for a first down. There was a late hit as well.
Yep.
Will bring out the yellow hanky.
And they're going to move up 15 yards with that. Another great read by Visser.
I was about to say, a fantastic read from Visser to take off. He was tripped up at the ankles. Take a second look at it here. Wasn't a design run, but when no one's open, he tucks it and takes off. Ends up getting pulled down, and then an additional Alfred State player falls on top of him. There's the initial hit. You could see right at the end of that shot there, the Alfred State additional defender comes flying in.
They're going to be moving these chains up further. And if you watch that replay that just showed, Elijah Garnett had a key block on the outside there to set up that first down for Visser. I think this is going to be a big day for the two of them. Like I said pregame, this Alfred State defense, they allowed 285 rush yards a game. Visser's Hussen's 2nd leading rushing. So if they both can get involved, this could be a big day for Hussen's ground game.
Exactly. It'll bode well for Hussen if they can get both of those players moving the football. Visser takes the shotgun snap, gives it to Garnett. He's hitting the thigh in the backfield for a minimal gain. If he even got back to the line of scrimmage there, perhaps a loss. We'll see where they spot him down.
And that is a quick tackle right there. That's Amari Cook, the freshman in the backfield, making that hit for virtually no gain.
Russ Walker back into the huddle now. We'll send it down to McKenna at sideline. She's got an update for us.
Thank you. Tucker Buzzle has several tackles this game. He actually broke a record last game, so we'll see what he does this game. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, McKenna. That he did. We've mentioned a few times here how involved Tucker is on every play. He's had a tackle record for the Eagles last week. Some players coming off the field limp here.
Looked like John Bell on the carry right there, getting the wide receiver involved in this rushing game.
It is. We see Bell now on the sideline with his helmet off. Hopefully he's okay. Some hydration down there. We'll keep an eye on that. Bell's very important for everything Hussen does on offense.
Picked up another first down for them there. Hussen, good position right now. The ball inside the 20. It's the red zone.
3:38 remaining here. Clock still winding down. Visser in the gun with Garnett to his right, waiting for man in motion. Russ Walker comes across the line of scrimmage, switches sides, a low snap, a whistle as well, perhaps a false start.
Yep, that's going to move him back.
Will drag the ball backwards and reset. They'll be out of the red zone now after that penalty.
I don't think Hussen's attempted a pass yet on this drive.
No, I think you're correct. Obviously, Bell took the handoff there, so a receiver got involved, but not by way of a catch. Generally, the good Hussen teams throughout history have been run-oriented.
And that opens up the pass too, especially when you have movement in the backfield, when you have Bell coming in motion.
Walker is unmarked here in the line of scrimmage on the far side slot. They're going to hand it off though in the backfield. Breaks the tackle. Garnett wrapped up and then driven hard into the turf for no gain.
Might even be a couple yard loss in the play, but it could have been a lot worse.
I think you're right. I think he will lose just a couple of yards there on the carry. The second look at it here. Might have been an option play. Garnett breaks the initial tackle. We mentioned a few times. It's hard to bring him down on first contact. 2nd and 15. See what Hussen draws up here. 4 wide. Garnett in the backfield with Visser, the quarterback, in the shotgun. He'll take the snap. They're going to look to pass. Hit Garnett coming out of the backfield. He turns, catches, spins back around, and runs into secondary. A gang tackling effort hauls him down.
Looks like it brings him back to the original line.
I think
Maybe a little bit further. So it's going to set up a 3rd and long.
If you are correct. Might have been Marcano actually there that was in the backfield and made the catch. Makes sense. Seems like Marcano's the receiving back for the Eagles. You mentioned that pregame when we were talking.
Yeah, it would be Marcano's 3rd reception of the year.
So 3rd and 9 coming up now. In the shotgun. 2 receivers far, 1 here on the near side. A back in the backfield of Visser. He'll take the shotgun snap, looks near side first. He's going to fire it away. It's tipped and falls down to the turf. Pass incomplete. It was intended for Dom Wilson, the sophomore.
That's Anthony Allen, the senior, on the breakup.
Great job to get his hands in there and pull that one free.
Although I don't think he was there for the first. I think if they complete that, he doesn't have the first anyways, but great defensive play right there. That's what you want to do as a defensive back, get your hands in between the receivers, push the ball out.
So it looks like they will bring Parody on for the field goal attempt. It'll be about a 34-yard field goal try. Snap, Clark puts it down, Parody puts it in the air. And it splits the upright, so Eagles get on the board first with that 3-point attempt that goes up between the uprights off the foot of Parody. We will head to break here. The Eagles lead 3-0. Hello and welcome back. Cole Herbert and Tyler Cruz here at the Dr. John W. Lincoln Sports Complex. Husson Eagles lead 3-0 over the Alfred State Pioneers. Husson will kick off now. Parody puts the ball into the air. Alfred State with the return, bringing up the near sideline. Hauled down from behind, maybe a horse collar. We'll see how the officials sort this one out, Tyler.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to get 35 there for Hussen.
It's Raphael Class on the return for Alfred State.
Evan Darrenson with the tackle. There is a flag on the play.
A couple of flags down. Looks like the officials are sorting it out there.
Could give Alfred State some beneficial field position.
Personal foul. Horse collar tackle on the kicking team, number 35.
It's Evan Darrenson.
15 yards, added to the end of the run.
Sophomore linebacker.
First down.
And I believe it was indeed a horse collar against Evan there, so that will move the Alfred State offense up. It'll give them better field position here to start their drive. 1:44 remaining here in the opening quarter of play. Eagles with that 3-0 lead after the field goal to open up the scoring.
Alfred State will start 1st and 10 at their own 32.
1st and 10. Drive will start at the 32-yard line.
Look for them to get Jake Palmer going here.
Brush takes the snap. And he
Takes
will.
himself?
No, he keeps it himself. Yeah, you're correct. You said look for Palmer, and I got thinking, oh, look, he's right. He called it.
Jimmy Brush
And then
on
I
the
saw
carry.
Palmer run, and you went, well, wait a minute, where's the football? And there came Brush up the gut with possession of the rock.
Well, that's how the last drive started. An outside run to Palmer that got called back because of a penalty, but Palmer's been able to break some long ones off today, but that's Brush there with a 9-yard carry himself.
Yeah, Brush had, I think, all of us fooled.
Good read.
Oh, going to be a false start, or perhaps neutral zone infraction here against Hussen, I think. Official coming in to sort things out, but yeah, it's a good start to the drive for Alfred State. Got a great look, too, on that replay we ran of just how long Brush held that into the arms of Palmer before pulling it back. The longer you can go with doing that, the better chance you have of drawing the Hussen defense into the running back.
And we can't see him up there, but it's all about the eyes and where you're
Offsides,
looking. That's kind of how
defense, number
how you throw
44.
him off. That is going to be a
5-yard penalty.
on Hussen. Looks
Results
like it's
in a
gonna
first
bring
down.
Alfred State a first down.
I think that will, as you said, reset the first down marker. 1st and 10. They'll move the chains up as well. Gonna put them at the 46-yard line after the penalty. So a pair of pretty costly penalties here. Going against Hussen on the kickoff, and then right there on the neutral zone infraction. Brush looks over, gets some hand signals from the sideline. The shotgun, as he has been all afternoon, takes the snap, looking to pass. Eyes locked, far side, airs it out. Oh, he caught it! What an incredible snag! Had his eyes locked on the receiver the entire time. Aired it out, and Roman Napoleon pulls it in for a big gain.
Yeah, the senior, he's their leading receiver. 210 yards on the year and just goes right up over the defensive back right there. Kind of beat him on the outside, too. You saw him get that burst of speed as soon as Brush released the ball. Great play right there. And this is that's their first time crossing the 50, and now they're within the 20.
They're cooking right now. In that Wildcat, that's Josh Graham, number 4, that's in the shotgun. I will assume this is going to be a running play. There's the man in motion. Graham will take the snap, gives it to Palmer, who runs off the left side, spins and breaks out of a tackle, throws the arm up, had some space, but the help defender pulls him down to the ground.
Yeah, making that first man miss is key. Turns what would be no gain into a 3-yard gain. Now they're sitting here at 2nd and 7, 2nd and 8.
Well, LaFrance came in for us at the end and pulled Palmer down to the ground. So after the big game, Graham will stand for his second play. Josh Graham, sophomore. In the backfield with Palmer.
That is the end of the first quarter.
That will be the end of the opening quarter. Was launching that clock as it winds down. Zeros on the board. So Hussen with a 3-0 lead after the opening 15 minutes. We'll head to break and come back with the second quarter after this.
open 7 days a week.
You're live at Husson University. Cole Herbert and Tyler Cruz. The start of the second quarter upon us now. It'll be a 2nd and 8 snap from just about the 6-yard line.
First and goal.
Yeah, first and goal, you are correct. Got a first down on that handoff, my apologies. So thank you, Tyler. First and goal here. Graham still manning the quarterback position. He'll take the snap, going to keep it himself. The Wildcat back goes up the middle, falls forward. He's stopped, I would say, about an inch and a half from pay dirt.
I'd give him less than a half a yard there.
Official's going to come in and spot that up.
4 straight plays from the Wildcat, Cole.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Alfred State going to this. They'd found some success with those short throws. And then they said, well, we'll put Josh Graham out there, see what happens. And they've moved the ball well, so why go away from it?
Their success early in the game has been rushing the ball, but they really haven't been able to string many first downs together. They come over the top here late in the first quarter for that big gain downfield, and here we are.
Injured player coming up for Husson Eagles. That looks good. Like Buzzle. That indeed is Tucker Buzzle, who's being helped to the sideline. That would be a massive loss for Hussen if he does end up missing any significant time here.
Mike Delahanty behind him on the depth chart. Sophomore.
Be a hard man to replace. You really don't want to lose inside linebacker like that at any point, but especially on a 2nd and goal play coming up. Jimmy Brush, the quarterback, goes under center, takes himself a quarterback sneak, dives forward. He's across the plane. Wait for the official signal here from the referees. Hand is up. It is going to be across the line. I was almost positive it was anyways, but figured I'd hold just for a moment. So just like that, Alfred State out to a lead.
Good read there to find the hole. Usually those quarterback sneaks are quick plays, but sometimes it takes that half second of patience to find the opening. That's exactly what Brush did. He is in for the touchdown.
The lineup now for the extra point. Dawson Fontaine taking the kick here. It's a good snap down and in the air, going to the right, but it squeaks in by the field goal post. So the visiting Pioneers of Alfred State will take a lead there. From up 7-3 after the extra point goes up between the uprights. Interesting play there to score, too. They've been moving with the Wildcat, as we mentioned. Graham on the field. Jimmy Brush comes in, fakes it if he's going to be in the shotgun, quickly rushes under center, takes the snap. And like you said, kind of waited for the play to develop before he dove across the goal line.
Usually you see those quarterback sneaks, as soon as they get the snap, they're kind of forcing their way through, nudging under the center. But he had that little half second of patience there and found the opening and dove right in and found pay dirt. I don't think there's anything Tucker Buzzle could have done on that play, but it looks like he's standing up right now. He did walk off under his own power, so that was good to see.
You are correct. He is down in front of us here at the sideline. Hopefully just the wind knocked out of him, something of that nature. Nothing that'll keep him off the field for too long. We'll see if he's back out there when Hussen eventually goes back on defense. But a good answer drive there for head coach Scott Lynn's Alfred State Pioneers.
Yeah, and the Hussen defense had been good up to that point. They'd only allowed a couple first downs, but that one deep passing play that Napoleon had.
Yeah, it really did trigger the offense for Alfred State. I'd say that's probably the highlight play so far, and that big catch for Napoleon. Oh, it's a squib kick, a low bouncer caught by an up man. Some blocking out in front. He's going to be pulled down just past the 40-yard line. See where they mark him down, but good field position no matter where it is exactly for Hussen as they come back out on offense.
Yeah, they're going to be, looks like at the 42. So a short field here for the Eagles. Let's see if they can capitalize, answer back. They have their first point since the third quarter of week 1.
Visser will bring his team out onto the field. One receiver here near side. John Bell working from the slot on the far side. Running back off at Visser's left hip. Snap to Visser. He will fake it to the back. Fires across the middle, just short. Was looking for Bell. I do want to note here too, it looks like John Dugan, the backup center, is into the game for the Eagles. I think I see a 65 there in the middle with his fellow lineman, so that'll be something to keep an eye on as play continues.
Dugan, the sophomore, but as is James Johnson, who's ahead of him on the depth chart.
Back into shotgun here. Snap taken, Visser will roll, fires over the head of his intended target, was looking for his tight end there. Colin Casey, listed as the second string tight end, was in on the play. Pass just a little too high for Casey to corral. That'll bring up 3rd down.
Had some positive yardage mixing up the run game last drive between Visser and Garnett. And now you start this one with 2 straight passes when you already have a short field.
We'll see what they do here. 3rd and 10, you likely have to throw again. 3 targets on the far side. Snap is taken. Visser will look to that far side, looking to throw. He's in trouble. He tucks, rolls, fires across the middle. That ball was almost picked off. You can see Anthony Allen, the defensive back who was in coverage for Alfred State, jumping up and down, shaking his head. He wanted to get his hands on that one and get a takeaway.
He was looking for Russ Walker, it looked like, but throwing across your body into the middle of the field where there are a lot of Alfred State defenders right there. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That he is. So 4th and 10. That will, of course, bring out the Hussen punt team. Parody, the punter for the Eagles. Van Fleet back to return said punt. Van Fleet waits for the fair catch, and he will catch it on the second base dirt, if you will. Of course, the Lincoln Sports Complex doubles as a baseball field for the Hussen baseball team. Not actually dirt, it's all turf. A wonderful facility here. So that's where the Alfred State offense will set up shop. They scored on their last drive. Moved the ball well. Of course, the big catch by Roman Napoleon.
What a name.
That's a great name. Came into the year with 11 catches. He's had a good game here so far for Alfred State.
Buzzle on the sideline here.
Yeah, you are correct. Buzzle's still not out there. Rush takes the snap, hands it off to Palmer. He's got some room, makes a man miss, and then drags an Eagle an extra 3, 4, maybe even 5 yards to move the chains.
And now they're going to march Buzzle back out there, but he saw a hole right on the right side between the guard and the tackle and just took it for the first down. Big run right there to start the drive for Palmer.
Yeah, great run there for Palmer. Buzzle back on the field, as you mentioned, Tyler. That's big, and Palmer will take it right at Buzzle. Breaks the tackle, and he's still going. So not often Buzzle gets his hands on someone and can't pull him down, but Palmer made the very talented inside linebacker miss there.
Palmer, only a sophomore, had 131 yards in the year coming into this game.
A pair of first down runs. It's like a heavy running formation here for Alfred State. Palmer takes the handoff, dances away from the first tackler, drops the shoulder, falls forward. Pick up about 5 yards there on the carry.
Some laundry coming in at the end of the play, too. Looks like some extracurriculars.
Yeah, the officials sorting things out here. I think it was a late hit to Palmer after he was already down. We've seen a couple of those here today. Officials having a meeting of the minds there at field level. 12:47 remaining here in the opening half.
If it is a late hit, this is going to put the Pioneers well into Hussen territory.
But the officials still, now they're signaling up. Going to be a face mask, so not a late hit, but still
15 yards,
it'll push them 15 yards
automatic
downfield.
First down.
Well, the Pioneers will pick the ball up and move forward, I believe. Oh, no, actually, they're backing them up. Perhaps now they're going, now they're left,
okay.
making their mind
little
up.
Zigzag here.
I was wondering if maybe the running back, Palmer, had grabbed a hold of an Eagle face mask and ripped him after the tackle, but just the officials getting everything sorted out down there. They've got a tough job.
Palmer already with 51 yards on the day, 10 carries.
Well on his way to a 100-yard afternoon. The Wildcat back in action. Josh Graham all alone in the backfield, man in motion. See if it's in and around, or if Graham keeps it, he'll keep it. Runs it off the right guard, steps through the gap, stumbles, stays on his feet, and is finally pulled down, but not before he picks up 5 yards.
Good work by Graham to stay on his feet there. He's also having a pretty good day so far. That is his 4th rush of the day. That's going to bring them second and short, looks like.
Yeah, this Wildcat look has been very, very good for the Pioneers all afternoon.
They run it, they stretch it together too. It's not one Wildcat look.
Yeah, they bring it out like you said. You'll see 4 or 5 plays right in a row before they switch back to the more traditional offense. 2nd and 5, a man in motion. Graham takes the snap, fakes it to the end around man, will keep it himself, runs off the guard, he's hit and then pulled down by a trio of Eagles. I think he's going to be just short of the first down.
Looks like the same play there too.
Yeah, that's
sending
the
the
thing,
man in motion and then taking it up the middle.
And so you mentioned they chunked the plays together, and at least to my, very untrained eye, they look like the same play every time.
There's probably a few tweaks here and there, but from up here, they look like the same thing. That's they're sending Raphael Klaas, the senior, in motion.
Graham in the backfield. He's joined by Palmer this time. Get some hand signals from the Alfred State sideline. Man in motion, he'll take the snap, gives it to Palmer this time. Buzzle there in the backfield, and pulled down is Palmer.
That's a big third down stop for Hussen right there. You don't want to give up 2 touchdowns in a row after going 3 and out. So being able to hold them there on third, and doesn't look like they're going to force the field goal, though. It looks like Brush is trotting out there.
Yeah, oftentimes you'll find at the D3 level that maybe a little bit closer to a field goal. There's kind of a no man's land, what I like to call it, between the 40 and the 20, where teams will often go for it. It's 4th and 1.
At the 24. I think what they're going to try and do here is get Hussen to jump. A couple hard counts in a row.
See if they do take the snap. Brush will take the snap, hands it off to Palmer. Palmer rolls it outside. Not sure that's how it was designed, but it's going to work. Going to be close. Is he across the line?
And they're going to call a late hit there out of bounds after the play was over. That looks like it's going to go against Antoine Turner.
So essentially it won't matter if Palmer was across the first down marker or not. We'll take a look here. See him
Smart
bounce
play
that
by him,
outside. Gets his hand up, and yeah, he's being pulled down as he crosses the boundary line. Officials are talking things over. I think you were still right though, Tyler. You said before the snap you thought they were going to try to draw Hussen offside. I think they attempted that. When they couldn't get him, they snapped it and ran their play. But that'll be half the distance to the goal, so that's a very costly penalty. At 1, extends the drive, and 2, vastly improves Alfred State's field position here.
Now you're in field goal range.
Yeah, you definitely are. Although I've got an idea that Scott Lynn's thinking, no, now we're in touchdown range.
Yeah.
So first and, take a look here. Is this 1st and goal? I believe it is.
Looks like it, yeah. 1st and goal from the 10, and they're in the Wildcat again.
Looking at all that open space to the right side. Won't be a whole lot of blockers, but I wonder if Graham won't try to bounce that to the outside. Oh, and it's a drop snap. He picks it up. Does a nice job to recover and go forward. It's always on a snap like that. Your first goal is just to scoop it off the ground. Don't cause a turnover. And then if you can pick your head up and find some yardage, go for it. Did a nice job there.
I thought he was actually going to hand it off in the end around there. Like you said, wide open space on the right side. Hussen stacking the box there, preparing for the inside run like he's done every time he's gotten the ball there, Palmer. It seems like in the Wildcat. Not Palmer. Graham.
Yep, that time. Yeah, yep, Graham, exactly. Brush on the field here in the shotgun. Palmer beside him. Though had they gotten the end route off there, there was a lot of room on that far side for him to work. Palmer will switch from the right hip to the left. Brush directing traffic. He'll take the snap. Gives it to Palmer. Oh, trouble in the backfield. He's going to be swallowed up for no gain. Forward progress will mark him down. They won't lose all the yardage, but they won't gain any yardage either there.
That's not Buzzle there either on the tackle, but whoever it was, nobody blocked him. I mean, he's in the backfield right away.
Take a look here. Wonderful tackle made. Mentioned right in the backfield.
He could have grabbed the quarterback before he handed off. He could almost grab Brush.
Could have grabbed both of them there. I think it was Floyd, the senior linebacker for Hussen, that was in the backfield there to make the tackle. So 3rd and 14 now, 3rd and goal. Ball on the 14-yard line. 8:53 remaining. Jimmy Brush in the shotgun. Palmer off his right hip. He takes the snap, looking to throw. Far side, it's a jump ball. Up over the head. The pass was intended for Ben Baugh. He couldn't get enough separation to climb the ladder and pull it in.
And that's good defense from Turner there. Baugh, a much taller wide receiver. I mean, Ben Baugh, 6'3", 215. Antoine Turner, 5'8", 150. That's about me right there, Cole, 5'8", 150. So great defense there to keep the bigger man from being able to go over them and get the jump ball, because I think that's a jump ball that Ben Baugh would have won.
No, you're telling me, Tyler, that you wouldn't have been able to break that pass up that would have been a touchdown if you were down there?
I think if you give me 10 tries, I might have gotten it once.
Hey, that's not bad, 10% of the time. So they will send the field goal kicker out to Husson Fontaine. They look to make it a 7-point lead here for Alfred State. Awaiting the snap. Snap is down, kick is up. Twirling off to the left is a good try there. So Alfred State extends their lead. They're on top, 10-3 now.
Puts the Hussen defense in the hot seat.
We will head to break. Alfred State leads Hussen 10-3.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our third-generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gass Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Service. It's what makes Osborne's Plumbing and Heating different 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. When you need them, they'll be there with trained, skilled, certified technicians who are ready to keep you warm, keep your water flowing, and save you money in the process. From water softeners to Mitsubishi heat pumps to Mega Steam and Beastman boilers, Osborne's has a solution for all of your kitchen, bath, and heating. Osborne's Plumbing and Heating, Ellsworth and Bucksport, where service makes the difference.
Explore Husson University in Bangor, Maine. We offer an affordable, hands-on private education that prepares students to be career-ready on day one. With plenty of internship opportunities for students to gain experience before graduation. And we're growing with the opening of Harold Alphon Hall, home of the College of Business and the new School of Technology and Innovation. See for yourself. Learn more at husson.edu.
Dr. John W. Lincoln Sports Complex. Alfred State leads 10-3. Cole Herbert here with Tyler Cruz. Tyler, you have some stats for us.
Yeah, Hussen offense, we mentioned pregame that they struggled to move the ball last game, struggling to get downfield again this game. They've had some good field position to start off their drives, but not really doing much with it. 2 first downs on the day compared to 12 from Alfred State, and only 38 total yards of offense for Hussen.
Yeah, that first down marker is a pretty big difference there. 10, or you said 12-2, so a difference of 10. Hussen will return the kickoff out past the 30. There's a couple players tangled up back behind the play. Flag comes out late. A pair of flags. We'll see how they sort this out.
It's going to be the same player as last time for Hussen too, 35. If they do call it on him, it's going to be against Evan Duronsel, and that'll be his second unsportsmanlike penalty of the day.
Looks like they're sorting it out. I can see Husson Eagles head coach Nat Clark on the sideline waiting to get a word with the official who's trying to go over the play.
During the return, illegal block in the back on the receiving team, number 35. That penalty enforced 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Be a 10-yard
After the play,
there for the illegal
unsportsmanlike conduct on the defense, number 35.
There.
And then they gave him he got hit with 2, both penalties on the play, on the block.
That's number 35's first
unsportsmanlike
unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
Yeah, because it looked like after the block in the back, he was tangled up with the Alfred State player. Maybe some pushing and shoving that didn't have to happen after the entanglement, if you will. So that will push the Eagles back.
Duronsel, the sophomore, 2 penalties in the play.
It's tough, especially we mentioned Hussen only 2 first downs to this point. So they will start the drive at the 16-yard line. So deep onto the wrong side of the field, if you will. Get this one situated. Actually, no, they had it spotted up at the 16. They're pushing the back even further to that second penalty. They're going to be up against their own goal line, it looks like. All at about the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 8. This is a tough spot to set up shop.
Long way to go for an offense that hasn't really been able to get much yards today.
Visser in the shotgun. Garnett will switch to his other hip. Bell on the near side in the slot. Visser takes the snap. They'll start it off with a run. Garnett breaks the first tackle. It's a pretty good gain. That'll get you away from your own goal line. That's kind of goal number 1 on a play like that. Give the offense some breathing room.
Yeah, you saw him lower his shoulder and just plow through that first defender like it didn't even affect him.
Take a look at it here. He had a full head of steam by the time he made contact with the Alfred State player. Broken ankle tackle and then dropped the shoulder. Look to move him out of the way. So a good gain there. 1st and 10 from the 20. 12-yard carry. This over the shotgun snap. He'll hand it off to the tailback once more. Garnett with a lot of room, blocking out in front. Jukes around one man and pulled down out of bounds. But a big gainer there for Elijah Garnett.
I guess all we needed was the broadcaster's curse, huh? 2 first downs on the day going into the drive, and that's their second one this drive. They've doubled it.
That was their most explosive play.
27 yards.
It's a
26.
gainer. Spot this down at the 47-yard line. 1st and 10 upcoming. we may see a healthy dose of the sophomore running back Elijah Garnett from here forth. There's the word I'm looking for. Visser in the pistol. He'll take the snap once more to the running back. Garnett with a good gain, spins around, falls forward. It's about a yard and a half shy of the first down.
That's going to give Garnett over 50 yards on the day.
A lot of that's come on the last 2 carries. Surprise to Garnett right there. Number 21, great shot of him as he's lining up next to Visser after that 9-yard carry. A 2nd and 1 from the 44. Here's the snap. Visser will give it to Garnett one more time. Alfred State says, fool me once, fool me twice, you won't fool me a third time. They're in the backfield to blow that play out.
Yeah, it took him till his 4th straight rush for them to stop him in the backfield. I thought it would have been a good time for a read option there for Visser with all eyes on Garnett, but 4-yard loss on the play for Hussen brings him to 3rd and 5, and they're going to bring in the passing down back.
That is correct. Marcano will check into the ball game here. 3rd and 5. We'll see if Visser looks to throw. Usually a pretty good tell if Marcano's on the field. Bell, the slot receiver. Visser takes the snap, fakes it to Marcano, fires across the middle on a slant route, back behind his intended target, but Dom Wilson reaches across his body and pulls it in for a first down reception.
Yeah, it's a great catch by Dom Wilson. Not the best thrown ball by Visser, but Wilson it looks like he almost reeled it in with one hand and then kind of trapped it against his body to grab that first down. Great of him to hold on to that one. Great play call there on the play action, quick slant.
That's a nice misdirection too on the near side, not to cut you off, where Bell almost looked like he was setting up for a bubble screen. I think that drew the defense back a little bit. Bell in motion now. He'll take the end around. Got some room to work with if the blocking sets the edge. Oh, the stiff arm. Won't gain him a whole lot of yardage, but it keeps him from getting tackled. He'll go to bounds under his own power.
It was Dom Wilson on the block there. Part of the reason they were able to get 5 on that play, the other part of the reason was that speed from John Bell. When you get him in motion like that, he's almost up to full speed when he gets the handoff. And that helps when you're trying to get around that edge.
Well, that it certainly does. You mentioned Wilson on the far side setting the block to set the edge. Back into the pistol here. Visser awaiting the snap. Hands in the air. Takes the snap. Looking to throw. Fires far side. Turned around. Squares up. Makes the catch for a first down.
It's like a little stick route right there. Good play for another first down. Hussen driving now. Offense kind of finding their footing here.
Ball was caught by Tyler Thompson. We will send it down to the sideline for a report from McKenna Harriman. McKenna, what you got for us?
Thank you. I talked to one of the athletic trainers about Tucker Buzzle. It appears that he just rolled his ankle. They wrapped him up and sent him back out there. So he looks to be in good shape, and thank you very much. Back to you.
Thank you, McKenna, for that update. Football player's a different breed. Rolls his ankle, some duct tape. Not duct tape, but essentially duct tape, and he's back out there. If I turned my ankle, I wouldn't be walking for a week, Tyler. Good game there for the Eagles.
Give him some ibuprofen, send him back out there. He is a big guy on that Hussen defense. Without him, that's kind of like their identity defensively. He's key part to that defense.
Yeah, that is a good way to put it, their defensive identity, Tucker Buzzle. 2nd and 5 from the 20-yard line. Visser takes the snap in the pistol. We'll give it to the tailback. Garnett gets tripped up, falls forward. It's going to be close to a first down. He was hit early. He left his feet, and he just flew towards that marker.
If not, it's definitely a 3rd and manageable.
See where they mark him down. My question is, are they going to say his knee hit before he fell forward?
They're going to give him 3rd and 2, it looks like?
Yeah, it's a pretty good spot there. 3rd and 3, the board says, kind of in between the 3rd and 2 and 3rd and 3.
They're on about the 18-yard line, so certainly.
See what Hussen draws up here. 2 receivers. Up to the left, he takes the snap. Visser looks across the middle, fires, it's caught! Great effort there. Boxes his man out, and Cullen Casey squares up, gets his hands on it, picks up the first down for the Husson Eagles.
Yeah, the sophomore tight end. It looked like the first read right there was Dom Wilson. He didn't have him open, so he had the tight end over the middle. Good positioning, using his body for the positioning against the smaller Riley Van Fleet. Picks up the first down. Hussen 1st and goal.
And Casey made use of all 6'1" of his frame there to box the defender out, if you will. The ball will return from basketball, come back and make the catch. Visser takes the snap, going to hand it off to the tailback, Garnett. Falling forward, going to get that down to about the 5-yard line. Goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways. This has been the best offensive drive of the contest so far for Hussen.
Yeah, knocking right on the door here on the 5. Moving the ball really well. A good mixture of run and pass plays, keeping the defense off balance. And Visser's making smart plays, too, as a quarterback. Not really forcing anything. When he does have to throw, he's finding the open man, using his legs to extend.
See if Visser looks to throw here. Takes the shotgun snap, hands it off. Going to be a sweep run here to the near side. Garnett spins and falls. Tripped up. Believe he broke the plane. Nope. No signal from the official.
They're going to mark him down at the inch line. They're going to be right against the goal line right there on 3rd and goal. Certainly in field goal position, right, Cole?
You would
definitely
hope
want to
so.
score a touchdown, but I think you take the points.
It's so close there. A great look on the replay. Tackle just in front of our sideline reporter. So a 3rd and goal play coming up here for Hussen. They've got the fullback on the field. One receiver here on the near side. Handed off to Garnett. He lowers the shoulder. He's pulled down short.
It's a good stop right there. Now, what do you do right here if you're Nat Clark? You're coming up on 4th down. You got about 2 minutes left to go in the half. You get the ball after the half. Down a touchdown. You kick it here, you can be within 4, and you get the ball back. It looks like they're going to keep the offense out on the field. I don't see Visser running off to the sideline right now.
Yeah, I think probably what Nat Clark is thinking is if I kick a field goal, it's still a 1-score game. If I go for it and don't get it, I have Alfred State pinned into their own end zone, so why not? This crowd is loud right now.
Yeah. I feel like the press box is shaking.
I think it is shaking. Visser takes the shotgun step, keeps it himself, hit in the backfield. He's not going to get it. The Alfred State fans in front of us on their feet. That is a big stop for the Pioneers defense.
Yeah, Pioneers able to get into the backfield there. Visser with nowhere to go, trying to make his move into the end zone. Trying to use his body and just can't get it.
Yeah, take a look at it here. You said nowhere for him to go there.
Yeah, swarm of Pioneers in the backfield right there. It's a sea of white to bring down Nick Visser. But as you said, Hussen with 3 timeouts right now. You can get a stop here on 1st down. You call a timeout, and you have a good chance at getting the ball back with some decent field position to get into field goal range at the end of the half.
And Hussen's going to show pressure. Brush takes the snap, looking to throw it of his own end zone. He's going deep. Oh, got a hand on it, but it falls down to the turf, incomplete.
It's good coverage right there. That's Antoine Turner again. Looks like he was going against Napoleon.
Very good coverage there from Turner. Good news, too, if you're Hussen with that ball falling incomplete. You don't have to burn a timeout. The clock will stop.
Minute 30 left, 2nd and 10. If you can get them 3 and out here, you'll get the ball back around midfield. And you'll have time to have sort of a 1-minute drill.
Snap out of the pistol. They'll hand it off to Palmer. He'll get out of his own end zone. Falls forward. Is the ball loose? I think the ball is out. Is Hussen on top of it? That's the question. The officials trying to pull bodies off the pile. Looks like that's going to stay with Alfred State.
Yeah, that's recovered by Jimmy Brush right there. Good move by the quarterback to fall on it, but always dangerous when you see the ball coming out there. And now it's 3rd and long.
Gonna have a timeout at field level. We'll take one as well. We'll be back after this.
Ben's Auto Body specializes in collision and corrosion repair as well as mild restoration, always using PPG paints and refinishing. If it fits in our shop, we will fix it. Located 8 miles west of Walmart, just off Route 2 in Palmyra. Why do thousands of customers take the drive to Newport for all their shoes? Because Comfort Shoes and More has the styles you want, and they also have trained podorthists on staff to help you with all your footwear and arch support issues. We provide free foot evaluations by people who care about fitting you with the most comfortable shoes you will ever own. We have shoes in stock up to 6E and size 17, from safety shoes and boots, running, walking, casual or dress. We have it all at Comfort Shoes and More, 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport, across from Irving. Service. It's what makes Osborne's Plumbing and Heating different 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. When you need them, they'll be there. With trained, skilled, certified technicians who are ready to keep you warm, keep your water flowing, and save you money in the process. From water softeners to Mitsubishi heat pumps to Mega Steam and Beastman boilers, Osborne's has a solution for all of your kitchen, bath, and heating. Osborne's Plumbing and Heating, Ellsworth and Bucksport, where service makes the difference. Ben's Auto Body specializes in collision and corrosion repair as well as mild restoration, always using PPG paints and refinishing. If it fits in our shop, we will fix it. Located 8 miles west of Walmart, just off Route 2 in Palmyra.
Third down play coming up. Alfred State pinned in their own end zone. Rush the quarterback. You're watching Husson Eagles football on Fox 22 Bangor. Rush will take the shotgun snap, looking out to throw, fires. Oh, it skips over the hand of his intended target. Was looking for Francois. That's going to bring up 4th down.
You couldn't have scripted a better defensive drive from Hussen right there after how that last offensive drive ended. A quick 3 and out, 2 incomplete passes. You don't get them out of their own end zone, and you still have 2 timeouts left.
That's the big thing there. If you go for it on 3rd and goal, 4th and goal, I should say, like that, if we don't get it, they're going to be pinned in their own end zone. Teams aren't used to running offense from their own end zone. And generally, you're not used to punting from it either. Bad snap here would be problematic. It's not a good snap. He gets it off anyways. It's a very short punt, though. Oh, and that almost bobbled. Bell's pulled down.
He took it like a shortstop.
And he did. Fell on top of it. Difference is the shortstop isn't going to worry about opposing players diving on top of him after he fields the ball.
Would make for an interesting sport.
That it would. So Hussen now with 2 timeouts remaining. Got a minute and 2 on the clock, and the ball's going to be spotted smack dab at the 35-yard line.
And the last drive for Hussen, they went 84 yards with no points to show for it. This time, a much shorter field. Let's see if they can convert.
Yeah, almost a do-over here of the last drive now for them. Visser in the shotgun. He'll take the snap, drops back, sets his feet, fires to his left. Ball is caught. 3 defenders come in to haul down the Eagles receiver who makes the catch. Dom Wilson on the reception for the Eagles.
Not able to get out of bounds, though, and that's going to force Nat Clark to take a timeout.
Exactly so. We'll take a look at the replay. Made the catch. You can see him trying to fight his way to the sideline, but couldn't quite get there. So Husson will burn a timeout to stop the clock.
If you're Visser there, you want to lead him to the sideline. It almost looked like that throw was leading him towards the middle of the field. You want to lead him towards the sideline so his momentum's taking him out.
Great effort there by Wilson to try to fight his way to the sideline. But if you're Alfred State, whatever happens, tackle them in bounds. Don't let them stop the clock. They can burn a timeout. Going to be a 2nd and 5 when play resumes here. 53 seconds left in the half. 10-3 the score. Alfred State on top.
One timeout left for Hussen.
At halftime, we'll have the Greenway Equipment Sales halftime show for you. 3rd and 5 here. See what Hussen draws up. Visser takes the shotgun snap, rolls towards us, fires. It's caught. It's a 1st down and then a few additional yards. And the big thing there, the receiver, Russ Walker, gets out of bounds.
Yeah, great play call right there. Visser catches a snap and immediately rolls right. He's got Walker coming across the field, so his momentum taking him out of bounds, delivers that ball on a dime to him. Walker able to get a couple yards after the catch and get out of bounds.
Visser checking that quarterback band he has on to get the play into his teammates there in the huddle. 47 seconds remaining here in the half. Hussen looking to tie things up before the break. 2 receivers to his left. Bell in the slot. Visser takes the snap, fakes it to the back, sets his feet, turns, fires across the middle. It's caught by Dom Wilson. He spins still on his feet and then gets down. That will move the chains, so the clock will pause here momentarily. They'll wind it back up when the ball is spotted. 39 seconds, going to be 1st and goal.
Great job by Visser and Wilson there. Find the soft spot in that Alfred State zone. Hussen not calling a timeout here either.
Only 1 left. Clock down to 26 seconds. Visser takes the snap, fakes it to Garnett. He's going to take it himself. He's pulled down in the backfield.
Now you're going to call it.
And Clark going to let the clock. Actually, no, we called the timeout immediately. You are correct. Now the question is, Going to bring up 3rd and 6.
Rayshon
Almost have to
Powell
throw the ball
tackle.
now into the end zone. Anything short might not get into the playoff.
I think you have 1 or 2 more plays here. You got 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6, Jeff. I said 3rd. You're correct.
2nd and goal. You get 1 look at the end zone. You don't get it. That clock's going to stop. You'll probably have 1 more play, but it's got to be a quick one. It's got to be a quick slant and out, a fade, something that you can run within about 6 seconds, and you have to look for the end zone too here. So if it falls incomplete, the clock can stop.
Very similar situation to what Hussen faced in the first half, winded down last Saturday against Plymouth. They were driving, had to go for the end zone, and Visser got picked off. You see here on 2nd and goal what they drop. I do think, though, it has to go to the end zone. If you're tackled before the end zone, in play, the clock probably will hit 0 before you get another snap off. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to the right. Visser takes the snap, going to roll to the left. Looking end zone, fires short of the goal line. It's caught! Falling forward ball across the pylon. That's John Bell in there for a touchdown, but there's a flag down in the backfield.
I just saw the referee mark hold against Husson, so that's going to bring them back out of the goal line situation. It'll still be goal to go, but they'll be off the goal line. That's a hold there.
Yeah, I think it was Damon Reynolds, the guard, who had a fistful of the jersey. So that'll bring that play back. That's a costly mistake for the Eagles.
It's a roller coaster for them. They would have had their first touchdown in 2 weeks.
Holding.
Great play, too, other than the hold, of course, now.
10 yards from the previous spot.
It was a great play.
Replay, 3rd down.
Committed, Visser's probably hitting the backfield before he throws. So 14 seconds on the game clock now.
That's always something with a running quarterback, too, as an offensive lineman, when you don't know where your quarterback's going, when he's leaving the pocket. It's kind of your instinct almost to grab the guy, but you can't do that. What do the students say nowadays? You can't do that.
They do love to chant that, which I don't like, because technically you can do it. You're just going to be penalized after you complete doing it. Ball on the 11 here. 2nd and goal. That's not super important, though, at this point. Alfred State trying to get something sorted out here with the official. Clark out onto the field now, talking things over. Yeah, both sides not happy with the stoppage here, it looks like.
Should there be a runoff?
Well, that looks like what they're trying to determine here. The officials now are going to huddle up and talk things over.
We don't have a rules analyst.
Sideline. No, we don't. And I'm wondering if that's what Alfred State was arguing. You got to run some time off the clock. And then, of course, I get if you're Nat Clark here on the Hussen sideline, you're yelling, we want to snap the ball. You're giving Alfred State time to look and kind of react to how we've lined up. I think I have a timeout called here at field level. There's Nat Clark, the Hussen University head football coach. Talking things over with the official as they try to get things sorted out. Nat Clark took over after Gabby Price stepped down. It looked like the officials discussed something on the far side, and now a few have made their way here near side to talk things over.
Nothing's changed on the clock as of right now.
Yeah, still 14 seconds up there.
And the clock isn't running either.
The penalty enforcement spot has been corrected. The previous spot was the 7-yard line. The penalty enforcement, the previous spot, the 7-yard line to the 17-yard line, 3rd down.
All right, so they're going to back them up further. That, I would assume, is what Alfred State was trying to get sorted out. They were saying, wait, the ball's going to be moved back a little bit further.
Yeah, they went from the 6 to the 11. I think the hold is more than a 5-yard.
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it was.
Moving it back an extra 5.
17. All right, so 14 seconds on the clock. Doesn't really change a whole lot for Hussen. I think they have to go as close to the goal line as they can here. Visser takes the shotgun snap. Going to air it out. It's a jump ball back in the end zone in the double coverage. Good effort, but it falls incomplete. There's the flag. Is this going to be defensive pass interference? Even so, it was Dom Wilson.
Even so, you have 8 seconds left. I mean, does it just bring you closer for a field goal? Do you still go for another end zone shot? I think you can get a playoff in 8 seconds. It depends on if there's any runoff. Probably no runoff because it was originally incomplete.
Pass interference on the defense, number 2.
Same moving closer.
15 yards from the previous spot.
That's a tough one. It's one of those situations where if you're a defensive backs coach, You do tell your defenders in a situation like that, hold. It's better to give up the yards on a holding penalty than a touchdown, but there was double coverage over there. I'm not sure the hold was necessary.
I also think if you're Alfred State, you can argue that was an uncatchable ball. I mean, that ball was almost thrown out of the back of the end zone.
Very close there to going out across the end line.
They're going to give him 15 yards in that penalty. It's not a half the distance.
Alfred State, I believe, is going to call a timeout here. They indeed are. They want to talk things over. Ball spotted at the 2-yard line, as you just alluded to. Question now becomes for Hussen.
I still don't think you can run the ball because I don't think you can try and run and clock it and kick a field goal.
Yeah, that's the thing. You have to determine if we throw the ball, we'll have time to maybe throw it again or take a field goal if we just want the 3 points. If you run, you better be really, really confident you're getting in the end zone because you're not. There's no way.
It's touchdown or bust if you're running.
Exactly.
Unless you're running a play where Visser's taking it to the outside.
Take a look at that pass interference in the back of the end zone. Visser let it fly. Yeah, so you could argue there it was number 2, Anthony Allen. He was holding him as he crossed the goal line.
And that's well past 5 yards because they were throwing from the 17.
So you could certainly make an argument if you're Hussen. The reason that ball looked uncatchable was because Wilson couldn't get to his spot due to being held so early. So 2 yards to go here. We'll see what the Eagles draw up. What Nat Clark goes with.
That is Garnett in the backfield.
And we're going to have another stoppage. Back-to-back timeouts called here.
I think they had 12 men. I think that's why.
Yeah, I think you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think the 12th was trying to get up the sideline on the far side. So
2 timeouts in a row for Alfred State.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a little different there, but they'll burn the second, get things sorted out.
Not like they need them.
No, exactly. Can't take them with you. Gives us more time to think about what Hussen's going to look to do here on the play. Just to go back over things. If you throw the ball, obviously if it's incomplete, you've got time to maybe kick the field goal or throw again. If you run it, that's probably going to be the last play you'll get off.
If you do throw
Garnett in the backfield.
If you do throw it, it's going to be a quick out here or a fade, something obviously in the end zone, but something that you get off quick where you still have time to set up for the field goal. Again, if you run it, it's got to be way outside.
Exactly. 2 receivers to Visser's right side. Make that 3 now. There's the snap. Visser's going to roll. He's throwing to the goal line. It's caught by the tight end and laid out and stretched it across the pylon. Across the goal line is Cullen Casey for the Eagles touchdown.
Yeah, their first touchdown since the 3rd quarter of week 1. Casey in motion there, coming across the offensive line, and just nobody picked him up.
Beautiful play design there by Nat Clark. Take a look at it there. Casey comes across the middle, and like you said, nobody followed him. If it was man, nobody switched the coverage. If it was zone, he found the soft spot.
Yeah, just right in the flat right there. Nice little flat route. Open green in front of him.
Parody will put the extra point up now, looking to tie this one up just before the half. Snap is down. Clark holds. It's in the air, and that's through the uprights up into the stands. So 10-10 the score line now. We're right back where we started.
Visser is pumped up on the sideline after getting that touchdown. It's his 2nd score of the year through the air. Hussen, their 3rd touchdown of the year. These last 2 drives for the Eagles have been very successful offensively. That first drive, they got it up. They started at their 6-yard line all the way down to the goal line. Defense able to do their job and pin them. Offense able to come back, and like you said, a little bit of a redemption drive there for them.
And I think that's the big thing. These last 4, 5, 6 minutes have been really, really promising if you're a Husson Eagles supporter. They moved the ball great, like you said. The drive fizzled out, but then the defense came up, got the big stop, and Visser and company puts it in the end zone. So 10-10 the score now after Cullen Casey's touchdown reception. 4 seconds on the clock, so Hussen will kick off. They will get the ball after the half. Hussen in their home black jerseys, the gold pants. State the all whites here on the road. It's warmed up a little bit here since the broadcast started. Sun's starting to come into this press box.
Not a lot of wind.
It's the other thing too, that American flag out to what's center field for baseball purposes out past the Alfred State sideline has been limp against the pole. Not much breeze at all here at Husson University. This ball will be, as you said, squibbed down the middle. Picked up back at the 15. Clock will wind down Not a bad return, but it won't matter. There are double zeros up there on the board. So the first half will come to a close. The score 10-10. Pretty even opening half of play.
That is the end of the first half.
Yeah, just a great way to end the half if you're the Eagles. Like I said, defense did their job that last drive, forcing the 3 and out. Offense able to punch it in for the score. It's got to feel good to find pay dirt.
It certainly does. You mentioned it's been a while since they'd crossed the plane there and scored a touchdown. So the Eagles will have that to take into the locker room for their halftime break. Don't go anywhere at halftime. We'll have the Greenway Equipment Sales halftime show. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer, so that'll be coming up.
Good first half for Hussen. Didn't look like it started the best. There were a couple offensive drives for Alfred State where it looked like they were just going to have their way today. But that Hussen defense really showed some promise there that last drive of the second quarter. And the offense, again, those last 2 drives, they have been able to move the ball really well. Visser's been very accurate. Ball looked very good.
So we will head to break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with a halftime report after this.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodoc creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system. With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt, we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve a Hewitt.
The Brewer Transfer Station is privately owned, conveniently located at 198 Dirigo Drive in Brewer, and is now reopened to the public. We accept metals, appliances, tires, furniture, and more from all surrounding towns. So bring your pickup truck, truck and trailer, or dump truck and come see us. We provide roll-off containers on a temporary or permanent basis with the best service around. We also have all your landscape products from mulch, loam, gravel, sand, and stone. We have it all, and we deliver any size volume. We are veteran-owned. Call 989-4000.
Think you can't afford college? Think again. Right now, tuition is free at Washington County Community College in Calais for recent high school graduates. So if you graduated from 2020 to 2022, you won't pay anything in tuition or mandatory fees while you pursue a degree or certificate full-time. Whether you're looking for a hands-on education for in-demand careers or want to take courses to transfer to a university, you can do it for free at WCCC. The time to discover your future is now. Learn more at www.wccc.me.edu.
The Farmer's Table in Corinna brings you outstanding breakfasts, lunches, and dinners made from farm-grown fresh ingredients. Dinner specials are available every day. Enjoy our homemade desserts, and above all, bring your appetite to the Farmer's Table in Corinna.
Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. This is the Greenway halftime show. Thanks to everybody for joining us through one half of play here at Husson University. It's a deadlock 10-10, but the last bit of that second quarter looked a lot better for the hometown team, Tyler.
Yeah, Hussen able to take an early 3-0 lead and then 10 straight points from Alfred State on 2 straight drives, but then the Hussen offense really started to get things going. We mentioned it. We mentioned that they had 2 first downs. Since we mentioned that, like we said, little broadcaster's jinx, Hussen now finished the half with 11 first downs, 158 yards of offense, and Nick Visser really impressive in that first half.
That might be the best quarter of football Visser's put together in his collegiate career. He wraps up the half, 9 for 13 with 68 yards, and then that touchdown. Leading receiver, going by yardage and well by catches as well. Dom Wilson, 3 catches for 29 yards. It was Colin Casey, though, who took the touchdown across the plane. So a good offensive way to close things off for Hussen. On the flip side, want to read some stats off for us, Tyler, for the Alfred State side?
Yeah, Jimmy Brush, I mean, they're basically deadlocked. Visser just has the touchdown. 68 yards for Jimmy Brush as well, 6 for 9. Rushing, it's really been Jake Palmer, 55 yards for him, and then Josh Graham out of the Wildcat, 32.
We're going to give you a look here at something else. Coming up next, Coach Nat Clark has been working with his team to prepare them for the 2022 season. Here's what Coach Clark had to say when we sat down with him in preparation for today's game.
The expectations are always high around here at Hussen, with the football program, and I think that first and foremost we want to have a great preseason camp, and we talk about a lot of things there, really just developing a team.
Left hash, 9! Left hash, 5! Here you go!
It's a big-time commitment here in football. Our guys had almost 19 days before the rest of the student body came of really not many days off. It's really straight through, and I think the one thing that really defines this team is their energy. And so far, in our practices and what we've done is they just have a high level here of practice of energy, passion, all those things that you look for in a team and players, and they've displayed that so far. It's really just been outstanding. Yeah, we got a tremendous staff here at Hussen. Starting our football staff, we have 10 coaches. 9 of us were here last year. So the continuity has been very good here in preseason. The most exciting thing I think for this year, for this group, would be some of the new faces that we have. We had 19 seniors last year. And so we have a lot of roles to fill here on this team, 2022 team. And so the most exciting thing is who's going to fill those roles. Every season is a new set of faces, new set of players. So for me as a coach, that's the most exciting part. It's just a new season, new year. Who are we going to be? What kind of season are we going to have? All those things. It's exciting.
Here at Colburn Shoe, we have something for the whole family. New spring arrivals are coming in daily from quality brands such as Hoka, Birkenstock, Dansko, Sperry, Merrill, and many more. We pride ourselves on our exceptional service. That is why we are America's oldest shoe store.
For over 25 years, Maine Collision Center has been your main source for collision repair. Take a look at the following and you'll see why Maine Collision Center brings their team of collision repair specialists to guarantee the right person for the right repair job every time. The result, vehicles restored to their beauty and dependability without the weights and hassles. Owner John Stevens invites you to see his spacious new facility on Target Industrial Circle and see why Maine Collision Center should be your choice for collision repair.
Service. It's what makes Osborne's Plumbing and Heating different 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. When you need them, they'll be there with trained, skilled, certified technicians who are ready to keep you warm, keep your water flowing, and save you money in the process. From water softeners to Mitsubishi heat pumps to Mega Steam and Viessmann boilers, Osborne's has a solution for all of your kitchen, bath, and heating. Osborne's Plumbing and Heating, Ellsworth and Bucksport, where service makes the difference.
Hussen makes it a priority of theirs to make sure each of their students are well-rounded and that we're prepared to go into the future.
It's very rare to have a college that can emphasize the professor-student interaction, and Hussen hits it right on the head.
Instead of just, sitting in the classroom, it's a great way to get hands-on experience. I'm actually out here doing things and seeing how things work.
After being here and meeting the people, I decided this is where I wanted to be, that there was no better option for me.
Here at Colburn Shoe, we have something for the whole family. New spring arrivals are coming in daily from quality brands such as Hoka, Birkenstock, Dansko, Sperry, Merrill, and many more. We pride ourselves on our exceptional service. That is why we are America's oldest shoe store.
Welcome to the Greenway Equipment Sales Halftime Show. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer.
So we're back here at the Dr. John W. Winkin Sports Complex, the Greenway Equipment Sales Halftime Show. Cole Herbert here with Tyler Cruz. We touched on some individual stats before we headed to the break, rolled the package with Nat Clark, look at some of the more team-oriented stats. At time of possession, pretty much even. Alfred State with a slight advantage. Total yards, also pretty much even. A slight advantage for Hussen. I think you said it best 3-4 minutes ago. A pretty even half for both sides.
Yeah, and as if the score doesn't say it, too.
Exactly.
Hussen with 7 penalties to their 6, but very even first half. 68 passing yards for both quarterbacks. Total yards of offense right around the same, 158 to 150. Both these teams look pretty evenly matched, and I think we are in for a very exciting second half.
I think the big thing there, too, with the turnover column, there's a 0 for both sides. Each quarterback, they'd come into this one with some interceptions thrown, so, to cut down on those picks. Definitely a big thing coming into this one. It's the beginning of the football season, and the players are excited to be back playing the sport they love. Hard work, teamwork, and dedication to each other is the common theme each of the captains discussed with us. These Husson Eagle football players are clearly glad to be together on the field to start their season. Take a look at the package now.
I love the sport. I love football, so, every day it's not really a hassle. Of course, it gets hard at times, but it's something I love, so coming out and doing it every day, it's not tough.
It's worth it to come out here every day to find our goal, to find our purpose, to find our why.
I put a lot of work into play football because I love the sport and I love my teammates.
When we talk about these two-a-days, work out in the morning, and then we come back for meetings and all that. It's really just more fun for me than it is a grind.
I think we have a really fun team. We have a lot of young guys, but a lot of guys, as we move on and go through camp and finish, a lot of guys are going to get balled in.
Yeah, the expectations for us is, we can go as far as we push ourselves. We know we got all the pieces, and we know that we're a talented football team, and at this point it's really just about putting it together.
Not everybody gets the opportunity to do this. 7% of high school athletes get this opportunity, and we just take advantage of it every day.
The coaching staff is great. We love the coaching staff. They're pushing us every day. They're getting on us when they need to, and they're letting us, know where we need to shape up and things like that, and they're also pushing us to be more of a player-led team.
I think the strength of this football team in general is just we buy into the culture here at Hussen. It all started with the people who came and played before us, and now everybody in this locker room current day is trying to continue that. Those cultures are that we play as one, we play as a unit. We're hard, we're physical, and we're a brotherhood. And I think that's the strength of the football team, because all these good football teams, they play as one.
I think the number one strength this team has is togetherness.
We're a really mentally tough team.
Anything's possible. The sky's the limit for us.
We just take advantage of it every day. Come out, grind, enjoy ourselves, have a blast, have a lot of energy, and really take advantage of each and every day that we have out here with each other.
While the players on the field have been preparing for the football season, there is another team that has been hard at work getting things ready behind the scenes to bring you this televised game today. The students of the New England School of Communications started working before the school year even started to make this broadcast happen as they prepare for their careers in video production, live audio, and sports journalism.
This experience of doing this broadcast is exciting. I mean, we just got back from our summer break, and getting to just hop right into doing a network TV broadcast is exhilarating, fun, and I think everyone else is really excited to go into this and make just such a great broadcast.
I just like the fact that it's a new experience. It's nice to get a different side of things than what I'm used to. I'm used to music, so doing sporting events and broadcast events is a nice switch up from that. The most challenging thing definitely is leading an audio team. It's my first event lead position, so just learning how to be more assertive and kind of carry myself as a leader has been challenging to learn, but it's been nice.
Leading up to this broadcast so far, I've enjoyed the opportunity getting to do many meetings with different areas of the crew, and also getting to create elements that you see inside the broadcast.
Well, as an instructor and as a mentor, I don't think there's any better feeling than having seen someone that you've worked with and trained and helped take on a huge responsibility and tackle something that they perhaps were hesitant to try to do, and take it on and succeed. Being a part of that is just, it's like nothing else.
So a great package there, highlighting the hard work going on behind the scenes to make this afternoon possible. 10-10 at field level, Tyler. I think we're going to get more of the same here in the second half.
Yeah, I am looking forward to this second half. Should be an action-packed second half, just like the first. Hopefully the Hussen offense can keep that momentum that they had going at the end of the second quarter. Into the third quarter, they get the ball back, looking to take a lead.
You are correct, data first. They will start with possession of the football. Look at the fans in attendance here at the Dr. John W. Winkin Sports Complex. We'll head to break.
This broadcast of Husson Eagles Sports is brought to you by Performance PT, designing a healthier you. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. Governor's Restaurant and Casella, giving resources a new life.
At Hashi's Auto Enhancing, our focus is on the appearance, longevity, and value of your vehicle. Does your undercarriage look like this? You can go from this to this. And if you have a new vehicle, you can avoid this. Our annual undercoating service will add years of life to your vehicle. At Hashi's, we also do rhino linings. We can rhino rocker panels, bumpers, trailers, side-by-sides, and more. We take pride in making your ride shine, inside and out. Book one of our detailing packages.
Bring your ride to us to protect your investment.
Why do thousands of customers take the drive to Newport for all their shoes? Because Comfort Shoes and More has the styles you want, and they also have trained podorthists on staff to help you with all your footwear and arch support issues. We provide free foot evaluations by people who care about fitting you with the most comfortable shoes you will ever own. We have shoes in stock up to 6C and size 17, from safety shoes and boots, running, walking, casual or dress. We have it all at Comfort Shoes and More, 19 Moosehead Trail in Newport, across from Irving.
Now is the best time to get a great deal on a vehicle at #1 Van Sickle Kia. We have a great selection of quality pre-owned vehicles with payments and prices for every budget. Plus, we'll pay you top dollar for your late model vehicle, even if you don't buy from us. There's never been a better time to buy, sell, or trade at Van Sickle Kia.
The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. I'm Peter Van Sickle. I guarantee it.
The Brewer Transfer Station is privately owned, conveniently located at 198 Dirigo Drive in Brewer, and is now reopened to the public. We accept metals, appliances, tires, furniture, and more from all surrounding towns. So bring your pickup truck, truck and trailer, or dump truck and come see us. We provide roll-off containers on a temporary or permanent basis with the best service around. We also have all your landscape products from mulch, loam, gravel, sand, and stone. We have it all, and we deliver any size volume. We are veteran-owned. Call 989-4000.
Back here live, Cole Herbert with Tyler Cruz. The broadcast today has provided a learning opportunity for the students of the New England School of Communications at Husson University. They will have another opportunity to use their skills on November 5th on Fox 22 Bangor for another Husson Eagle football broadcast. Take a look at some of the key moments, key plays, the highlights from the first 2 quarters of action here this afternoon. See Alfred State making their way from their respective locker room back to their sideline. Mentioned a few moments ago, Tyler, that Hussen had the momentum going into the half. Alfred State will look to break that. They'll start on defense. Both sides make their way back out onto the field. Take a look at the highlights now. Running play there that's blown up in the backfield by Alfred State. That was kind of the story of the game early on. Hussen got some rhythm going, though, as the half went on.
Yeah, it took them a little while to get the offense going, like you said. The Alfred State defense was all over the place in that first quarter. That second quarter, though, I think those last 2 drives, the Hussen offense put up over 100 yards combined in those last 2 drives. As here they come coming out of their locker room, ready to start the half. Looks like they're pumped up.
That they are, clad in the black tops, the gold pants. And you did say it best there. Really from that, not the last drive, but the drive right before that is when it kind of seemed to turn in Hussen's favor. They seemed to find some play calls that were working, got some rhythm flowing on offense. Be interesting to see who this break favors. Of course, both coaching staffs can go and make some adjustments, try to stop what the other team was doing well, but also try to improve what you were doing well.
Yeah, and it looked pretty bleak for Hussen. I'm not going to lie, Cole. When they had really nothing going on offense, and then they had those 2 penalties on the kickoff return that set them back at their own 6-yard line, they had their back against the wall, and this team responded positively. That's what good teams are made of. Good teams respond well with the backs against the wall. That's what this Hussen team did in the second quarter, and I think that's going to set the tone not only for the rest of the half, but as they look for their first win here for the rest of the season, really. I think they could look back on that turn in the second quarter and say, okay, this is where we really sparked, we really got going, especially if they're able to string this win together and pull a few out after that heading into conference play.
Yes, certainly. So if they leave the field here with a victory, I think that'll be the drive that's remembered as a turning point on the Eagles season. Of course, still very early into it. This only game number 3. Hussen opened the year with a loss at UMass Dartmouth, 41-35, pardon me, and then lost 17-0 to Plymouth State. Teams taking to the field now. And set here for the kickoff.
As you mentioned, Hussen coming off a loss. Both of these teams coming off a loss. Alfred State 30-17 loss last Saturday as well. They're looking to get over 500. They started the season 1-0.
Alfred State made what I believe is about a 9.5-hour trip here to Bangor for today's contest.
That sounds fun.
It could be fun. Depends on how well you sleep on a bus, I suppose, whether or not it's a fun trip up. They were greeted, though, by beautiful fall weather when they arrived here. There was a bit of a breeze earlier in the broadcast when I arrived here at the university, but the flag limp against the pole, not a whole lot of wind. Head coach Nat Clark at the helm for the Husson Eagles. He's the man in charge, the man with a plan. He's got to be happy with how that half ended.
Definitely how it ended. Maybe not how it started, but whatever adjustments they did make in that second quarter seemed to pay off.
They certainly did. It really was right there at the end of the half that things turned and going in the correct direction. They will get the ball here to start off the half. They won the coin toss at the top of the broadcast, the top of the contest, elected to defer. They kicked off to start the game. They'll send the return team out now. Heading back to line up, going to be the two kick return men, John Bell and then Cam Holmes. Dawson Fontaine will kick off for the Alfred State side. So I want to correct myself. I flipped my numbers around. That season opening loss from Hussen, 35-14. I think I said 35-41. Flipped the 1 and the 4 around there, so my apologies. Just want to clear that up, correct myself.
Yeah, nothing really going so far at this point in the season for the Eagles. To be in this game at halftime, they got to feel good about it.
So Evan French going to kick off here for Alfred State. A low line drive that's going to skip to Bell. He'll play it off to Hop. Takes it from about the 15-yard line. Looking to flip the field of play. Brings it here just in front of the booth near the 45-yard line and heads out of play under his own power. Yeah, so a good return for the Eagles.
Little stiff arm there. He hit number 3. I don't have that right in front of me, but he was able to get around the edge, and that turned what would have been a 25-yard line field position starting line to the 42.
Yeah, David Harrell, the number 3 you speak of, on the kick coverage team for Alfred State. So the question here will be, does Hussen keep it going after how they ended the first half of play? Visser in the pistol. Garnett behind him, one receiver to his right. One to his left, he'll hand it off to Garnett. Breaks it off the tackle, breaks the tackle. Runs to the outside into the secondary, and that's a first down carry for the lead back for the Husson Eagles.
That's a quick 15 right there to start the half. Made that first man miss with a little side juke, and then some great downfield blocking by Dom Wilson to open stuff up. Look at him right there. Makes that first guy miss, and then you got Dom Wilson right there on the block. That's that extra 5 yards right there.
That juke coming out of the backfield was nasty. So a first down, ball at the 42-yard line. Nick Visser will take the snap, going to give it to Garnett again, turns, hands it off. Not quite as successful a run for Garnett this time, still on his feet, but he'll be pulled back.
Yeah, met by a swarm of Pioneers right there. Linebacking crew not really able to, no holes really to run in
anywhere
there.
For Garnett to take it there at all, so 2nd and 7.
Still able to get 3 out of it, though.
Yeah, I thought they blew the play dead a little sooner than they did. When that pile came in, he was pushed forward for a few yards, so good job to make something out of nothing there. Visser takes the snap, looking to throw, goes to the left side of the field, off the hands.
Yeah, not much separation there. Ran a little out route, but not much separation there. That's Anthony Allen on the coverage, sticking to him like glue.
Looking for Denizio on the left side of the field. I think that's the first time that Winston has been targeted there.
They just went to sub Marcano for Garnett, but they kept Garnett in. Marcano ran all the way out there and ran back.
What they look for generally, you've mentioned a few times, Marcano in on the passing downs. Visser will take the snap, looking to throw. Nope, he's going to tuck it. It's a quarterback keeper. He busted up the middle.
I think he got it, and I think that play was really made possible by that initial block by Garnett. You had the linebacker coming up the middle in the hole, and Garnett able to lay a hit on him. They're going to mark him, it looks like a yard short.
Yeah, it really was a great block there by Garnett. Yeah, 4th and 1 officially, but I think you're right. That does not look like a yard there to me. It's a matter of inches. The Hussen offense will stay on the field. They're too far for a field goal, too close to punt.
No man's land.
Exactly. Visser will take the snap, gives it to the back. Garnett's got the first down. He's upended, but that matters not. The Eagles will move the chains.
It's impressive how quickly he's able to get a full head of steam and get going right into that line.
Yeah, great look at it there. He's up to full speed by the time he gets the handoff. It's one of the advantages of running out of the shotgun like that. The running back can get some speed built up before he takes the rock. So 12:50 clock still running. Both sides with 10 points on the scoreboard.
Garnett up
to shotgun.
Garnett up to 81 yards on the day.
Very successful game on the ground for Garnett, looking to pass across the middle. It's caught by Bell. He was in the slot. He breaks an arm tackle. Walks the line. It's a pretty sizable game there. The flag does come out.
Looks like they're going to get a little bit closer here. Alfred State helping him a little bit, but what a move there by Bell to stop dead in his tracks, cut back to the inside. Usually you're not taught to do that. Usually taught to keep running, cuts back to the inside and gets around 44. What a play right there for the first down.
Great job there. That's a strong receiver like Bell's best friend when he sees a tackler coming up and it's just the arms that get wrapped around him. You can break free from arms, and that's exactly what he did there.
Referee's talking about this one. I think they're going to pick him up. I didn't see a late hit there. I think he hit him out of bounds. I thought that play was clean. I was very surprised to see that flag come in there after the play.
Yeah, I would agree with your assessment. We'll see what the officials determine here.
Nat Clark not happy with the delay.
No, he's certainly not. I can't say I blame him. That's understandable.
When your offense has momentum like that, the last thing you want to do is a conversation between the four refs that lasts a couple minutes long.
Yeah, it's turned into a long talk over there by that flag. The Alfred State side now wants an explanation.
They're going to call a penalty on Alfred State there.
Take a look at the replay. They said he led with his head, and yeah, there on the replay.
I do see that now. That's not what I was looking at. I was looking at late hit. I was looking to see if he was out of bounds before the hit.
Yeah, same on this front as well. I thought it was perhaps a late hit, but they say he led with a crown.
Is that going to take him out of the game? Is that the NCAA rules? He's got his helmet off and he's on the sideline now. That's Anthony Allen there, their main quarterback, who's been very good in coverage this year.
I believe he should be ejected there for targeting. We'll keep an eye on it. Maybe see if we get an update here.
Looks like they did call a targeting. He's out there with no helmet on the bench. That's what I see.
Yeah, that's probably a good indicator. Ball at the 6-yard line, goal to go. Visser takes the shotgun snap. Oh, he fakes it to Garnett, rolls, looking in the end zone. He's on fire across the middle. Almost picked off. A sprawling attempt made there in the secondary by Riley Van Vliet.
Yeah, Visser looking for Christian Walker over the middle. Looks like Walker just lost his footing a little bit there in the end zone. There's a little bit of trickery there, and then nothing open for Visser. And yeah, Walker kind of did lose his footing there at the end.
They'll bring up second down now. Goal to go, pardon me, for the Husson Eagles. Visser will take the snap. He gives it to Garnett. Garnett off the tackle, breaks the tackle low to the goal line. Tried to stretch it across the white stripe. He didn't quite get there.
They're going to give him the one.
3rd and goal. The Eagles offense has lived at that 1-yard line here for the last 20 minutes or so.
Yeah, they spent a lot of time on the goal line recently.
Getting very familiar with it. Visser comes all the way over to Nat Clark to get the play call, and then we'll bring it back to the huddle. Ball on the 1-yard line.
I just saw Adam Bertrand walk in. He's listed as a linebacker. They have him lined up in the backfield as fullback, maybe to get an extra push in the lead block. No.
Whistle comes in. You mentioned an extra push, lead blocking. There was an extra push, but it was him behind Visser trying to force his quarterback across the line. No such luck.
You see the linebackers come in and play fullback. Reminds me of a Landon Roberts that one season for the Patriots where they brought him in. Got him a touchdown on the year, too.
So 4th and goal here. Yeah, oftentimes, especially here at the D3 level, your fullback will be listed, like you just kind of alluded to there, as a linebacker or a tight end. Pulling double duty. Husson's going to go for it here.
The chance to take their first lead of the game by 3, but they're going to look to go up 7. With how the defense looked at the end of the second quarter, I don't blame them.
Yeah, and I think it very much comes into the factor there. Visser will take the snap, fakes it, rolls, throws, it's caught. That was the same play they ran for the touchdown earlier. That one comes up short.
Yeah, the defense covered the flat there. They saw Culver in the backfield, and I think they knew what Hussen was going to try to do. I don't think Visser went through many reads on that. He faked the handoff and went right for Culver.
Yeah, I think that's the old-fashioned one-read play. You're looking for that tight end coming back across the middle.
That's Van Fleet, the Swiss Army knife with the tackle, the punter, the punt returner, the safety.
All over the place. I was saying there before they snapped the ball, though, I think that really does come into play when you're there on the goal line. Yeah, field goal will give you the lead. But if you don't convert, you've got the opposing team pinned onto their own end zone. Palmer in the backfield.
Mindset worked in their favor at the end of the second.
Snap taken. It's a direct snap to Palmer. He will rush it off the tackle. Spin, still on his feet. That is a working man's carry right there. Palmer wasn't given anything. He took what he could. A nice gain.
He's a tough runner. 5'10", 205, hard to bring down. Both running backs have looked very impressive today.
That they have. It's been a game. It's going to be won and lost in the trenches on the ground. I mentioned at the top of the broadcast, if you like old school football, this is probably one for you. Palmer takes a direct snap. Another good gain.
They like these direct snaps to the running back.
It's a different look, too. We saw a lot of wildcat in the first half. That, though, was with Josh Graham coming in and taking the snaps. They've cut out the middleman. Now they're like, Palmer, you just take the snap. You're who we want to run the ball with anyways.
Here comes Jimmy Brush.
And back onto the field. Got a chance to get a breather. Get his hydration beverage of choice into his system. He'll take the snap. And give it back to Palmer. Palmer busted up the middle. A massive humanity will put a stop to that carry.
Bet you Buzzle's in there somewhere.
It's usually a good guess. I always say if you've been watching a Hussen game the past few years, there's a tackle, you're not sure who made it, you want to sound like you know what you're talking about, just say, yeah, Buzzle was there, and you're right almost every time.
Way to expose me.
Oh, no. The snap coming up here, Brush in the shotgun.
Hard count.
Yeah, took a fake snap there, it looked like. Switching to the hard count, he'll take it now, hands it off to Palmer. Kind of a delayed carry. Palmer waited for a hole to open up. The hole never really showed up, so Palmer said, I'm a tough guy. I'll put the shoulder down and rear my way forward.
Hussen showed blitz. Hard count there from Brush.
3rd and 7 now. So what they draw up here on offense. The 3rd and 2 play upcoming. Palmer takes the direct snap. That's going to be a first down and then some. I think that's Buzzle riding him the whole way. He pulls him down, but a big gain for the halfback.
Huge hole there for him to hit too, and he hit it.
Take a look at the replay here. Palmer follows the blocker. Look at this. He drags an Eagle quite a ways there on the carry. Was not Buzzle that time, so I've exposed myself. Good gain, though. That was LaFrance who eventually pulled Palmer down. Palmer with another direct snap. Short gain, he's hauled down. We want to take a moment to thank today's game sponsors. Performance PT, designing a healthier you. Greenway Equipment Sales in Ellsworth and Bangor. Nothing runs like a deer. Governor's Restaurant and Casella, giving resources new life.
All of these runs so far have been to the right side in between the freshman Jose Regalado and sophomore Egan Enke. A lot of youth on this line. The only senior is center Caleb Meyer.
Snap taken. That's Palmer in the backfield. He'll hand it off on the end around. Following that lead blocker. That's a good gain. Some more trickery, and it works well. Take a look here after that carry. Nice gain.
That's Noah Silfer, the lead blocker, the fullback there, getting his money's worth.
Raphael Class, the receiver who lined up in the slot, came around the end round with a carry.
Called his name a few times today.
We have. All at the 43-yard line, Hussen 43 to be exact. Josh Graham, our old friend, back onto the field now, going to take the snap.
Long drive so far.
And takes it. Fakes it to Raphael, will keep it himself, takes it up the middle. That's a pretty good gainer there.
They're sending Raphael in motion a lot. Every time there's a guy in motion, it's usually Raphael.
Yeah, I wonder if maybe that's just kind of his thing. He lines up in the slot and knows I'm going to be coming around for an end around every other play. Tucker Buzzle in on the tackle. 2nd and 5 now. 6:45 remaining in the third quarter of action.
Rush still on the sideline.
Raphael in the slot. I bet he'll be in motion here. There he is. Graham takes the snap, fakes it, going to keep it himself. He's hit and pulled down for I think a loss. Don't think he got the ball stretched up through that hole.
I don't think they're going to move it at all. Yep, they just moved it back about a yard. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 6. They're going to bring on Brush. I'd assume it's a passing down here, especially in that kind of no man's land.
Yeah, especially too after you have a run play like that stopped. Find out though what they've got drawn up here. Brush checking back with the sideline. Extended stare over there, sees what he needs to. Brush takes the shotgun snap, going to be a quarterback keeper. Breaks it out off the tackle, looking for the marker.
Had us fooled.
It's going to be close there. I couldn't tell where he went out due to the Hussen sideline.
Even if he doesn't get it, it's now 4th and manageable in that no man's land category.
Yeah, that's a great point there. If you know you're going for it on 4th down, 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, you don't have to go for the big play to get the first down. You can say, all right, we've got a run play here we think we can get 5 out of, and then we'll draw something up for the yard. And what they've drawn up here looks like it's going to be Jake Palmer taking the snap.
And they're probably going to run it right up the middle with him.
That you are correct. Buzzle in on the hit.
Ball came
Palmer
out.
stopped short, and yeah, the ball's loose. That'll be Hussen football.
Fired up after that one. And, you know, when they line up the running back in the backfield for the direct snap, I think Hussen knew it was coming. It's like they did earlier. We're going to run it down your gut, and we're going to see if you can stop us. And Hussen, again, answering the bell.
Yeah, great shot there. You can see Tucker Buzzle, number 50, get up off the pile and throw his hand in the air in celebration. He knew they had to stop, and we've got a late flag thrown. We will head to break here and sort out what this flag's for when we come back.
Their first warning.
Hi folks, this is Barry Gass of Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear in Orono. We've been in business since 1911, and our 3rd generation family-owned business can't wait to show you our unique line of Western wear and Western tack. We have Western boots, shirts, hats, belts, and buckles for the entire family, and Western tack from bridles to saddles and everything in between for your horse.
Gas Horse Supply and Western Wear, where the American West comes alive in Maine.
Have you stopped by our new location? Now located at 67 Belmont Avenue in Belfast. We recently moved and renovated a home from 1965 into our new retail establishment. We tripled the space. Bigger space means even more products than before. Over 50 vape flavors, water pipes, hand pipes, and accessories. There's something for everyone. At Riptide, we want it to feel like home. Because it is.
Hewitt Lift and Rolodoc creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system.
With one simple goal.
To get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt,
we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
Docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, play harder. You deserve.
Back here at Hussen University, Cole Herbert with Tyler Cruz. You're watching Hussen University football here on Fox 22. First and 10 play from the 35. Visser takes the snap, looking to pass. There's trouble in the backfield. He's going to throw it deep. Oh, what a fantastic snag! Looking back and waiting for it was Russ Walker. He left his feet, boxed out the corner, and made the snag.
Yeah, and that was a beautiful throw from Nick Visser, and who can blame him? What protection from the offensive line there. He had all day to throw. Let Russ Walker get deep. Let him make that move towards the sideline, and he released that one and put it right on the money. Hussen's threatening again.
Great pocket awareness, too, there from Visser. He saw the rush coming in, knew his tackles had him covered. He stepped up where he had some space to work with. He's going to keep it himself here. Makes a man miss in the backfield. Not a big gain, but a good job to get any yards there at all. And honestly, I say not a big gain. That might be close to a 5-yard carry there.
That's 4 or 5. That's good. He didn't break it off. I mean, we're used to these big plays. I feel like the Hussen offense has had a lot of big plays recently. So when we get that 5-yard gain, we're just like, but 5 yards on first down, you'll take that every single drive.
Certainly will. If you could get 5 yards every play, you'd have probably the best offense in college football. That would keep the chains moving. 2nd and 5 coming up now after the quarterback keeper for Visser. Garnett in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Visser takes the snap, gives it to Garnett up the middle. He's pulled down, going to be close to the chains.
And he just shoots up the hole like a cannonball.
Now, he has an incredible burst when he gets the ball handed off. Penetrates well.
David, Harold, and Danny.
3rd and 1, that's where they're going to spot the ball, so a yard shy of the first down.
Gain of 4 on the play.
Got a feeling we might see Garnett taking it back up the middle.
Yeah, I haven't seen him come off yet. Usually on 3rd down, that's when you see Marcano come in on those obvious passing situations.
Elijah Garnett, a sophomore from Brooklyn. Take the carry, puts his head down. This is going to be close. Falls forward. Oh, the ball is ripped out. What a defensive play. A fantastic maneuver there to rip that one free.
I think Husson's got an argument that forward progress was stopped, but that's a great play by the linebacker right there, just to kind of grip it and rip it while Garnett's fighting for the extra yardage, not really paying attention to where the ball is. I think the refs are going to get together and talk about this one, but I do think that they could have a forward progress argument here. Looks like they're setting up for Alfred State offense to come on the field.
It's going to be tough. It looked like from that replay angle we just got that when Garnett was hit initially, that's when the ball came out, and then he was tied up. So it very much turns into a game of trying to determine when did the fumble begin. I think I would probably, after seeing the replay, rule it a fumble. So Alfred State will force the turnover. They'll take over now on the 26-yard line. 1st and 10 coming up.
2 promising drives for Hussen to start the half, just coming up empty.
Shotgun snap. It's a slant route that's fired low. Not a good pass there from Brush. Looking for Roman Napoleon on the crossing pattern.
He kind of rushed that one too. He had a lot of time. He didn't have to rush that throw, but he did.
I think it was a situation there where he looked up and saw Napoleon had space, and he's like, I better fire this quickly. But like you said, could have waited a second there, taking his time. So 2nd and 10 now for the 26. Palmer going to switch sides. Rush takes the snap. He'll give it to Palmer. Palmer finds some space, stumbles forward. Buzzle at the bottom of that.
Really good patience right there. Very impressed. I thought he was stopped in the backfield, and then out he comes. He was just waiting for his hole.
Buzzle really racking the tackles up here as time goes on. 3rd and 5 upcoming now. Rush looking over at the sideline. Rush takes the snap. Going to be a quarterback keeper. Follows the blocking. That's a 1st down and then some. One man to beat. He's got a blocker out in front. Pinned to the sideline. Hussen recovering well. Brush breaks the tackle. Falls forward. That is a big play right there. An explosive run from maybe the quarterback you least expect to tuck it and take off with it. But Brush does it there, and he does it well. We'll take a second look.
It looked like a design run play, a design quarterback draw. And Hussen was bringing the blitz. I could hear it from the sideline, from the Alfred State sideline. They're yelling blitz before the snap. And when you blitz, you really have nobody back. So as soon as Brush was able to make those first couple guys miss, he just had some open field in front of him.
Gonna give Brush a breather. Josh Graham will take the snap. That's what I was thinking. I'd need an oxygen tank if I ran that far. Graham takes the snap. Gonna give it to Palmer up the middle. Ran into it by a pair of Eagles and goes down. Hussen trying to rip the ball free there.
A 46-yard rush.
Jimmy fantastic scamper. France in there on the tackle.
Looked designed too. It did look designed.
Yeah, I think it was. Had a little bit of misdirection there, and then Brush had a lead blocker to follow through the hole. Graham will take the snap. He's all alone in the backfield. If Raphael Class will be in motion here. There he is. Oh, it's a bad snap. Bobbled. Graham settles it well, though. Finds the hole and will gain some yardage. Seen a few snaps bobbled when Graham's been in.
Yeah, they had that really high one that kind of killed that first drive for Alfred State.
Ball on the 20-yard line. Set up here for a possession. The staff, faculty, and students of Husson University are grateful for the partnership with Fox 22 Bangor in providing today's game and look forward to more opportunities in the future. So a 3rd and 8. It's actually 3rd and 8, not 3rd and 7. They push the ball back a yard. The snap is taken. The quarterback will rush it through the hole. Jimmy Brush again there with the QB keeper, I do believe.
So now you have a choice, and I think they're going to bring out the field goal unit. I think they're going to try and take that 13-10 lead. And I do think if Hussen came up on 4th down on that last drive before the fumble, they would have done the same thing.
Especially, too, it's one thing when you're on the goal line or you're close enough that you know if you don't get it, you're going to have the opposition pinned to their own line. A little bit of a different story here, so.
From the 15, this would be, what, a 32?
Yeah, you were correct, Fontaine, lining up here from the 25. We'll put it in the air. Yeah, that's up and no good. Just wide to the side. The board said from the 15. I think that was from the 25, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so that's pretty long.
Well, the line of scrimmage was at the 15.
Yeah, okay, yeah, the kick, I got you. All right, I tripped over myself there. We will head to break here. I'll regain my composure after this.
Here at Colburn Shoe, we have something for the whole family. New spring arrivals are coming in daily from quality brands such as Hoka, Birkenstock, Dansko, Sperry, Merrill, and many more. We pride ourselves on our exceptional service. That is why we are America's oldest shoe store.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota LO1 series is rated #1 in durability and owner experience. Powerful Kubota diesel engine, ease of operation, and your choice of a dependable Kubota gear or HST transmission. The durable Kubota LO1 Series tractor. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
Colburn Shoe, we have something for the whole family. New spring arrivals are coming in daily from quality brands such as Hoka, Birkenstock, Dansko, Sperry, Merrill, and many more. We pride ourselves on our exceptional service. That is why we are America's oldest shoe store.
Back here live, look at the Hussen head coach, Nat Clark, watching his offense work. The third quarter about to expire here. Clock winding down after the handoff there for a minimal gain. They will switch sides of the field. We'll get set here for the fourth quarter of action. The score 10-10, so something's got to give in the next 15 minutes, or we'll have some additional football here at the Dr. John W. Winkin Sports Complex. We'll take a break, get you set for the fourth quarter.
Hello, Maine. This is Steve McKay. Not sure what the weather will be in your neck of the woods, but there's a 100% chance of Luke showing up near you. Next Home Experience is listing and selling homes throughout Maine. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience.
At Hashi's Auto Enhancing, our focus is on the appearance, longevity, and value of your vehicle. Does your undercarriage look like this? You can go from this to this. And if you have a new vehicle, you can avoid this. Our annual undercoating service will add years of life to your vehicle. At Hashi's, we also do rhino linings. We can rhino rocker panels, bumpers, trailers, side-by-sides, and more. We take pride in making your ride shine, inside and out. Book one of our detailing packages.
Bring your ride to us to protect your investment.
Service. It's what makes Osborne's Plumbing and Heating different 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. When you need them, they'll be there with trained, skilled, certified technicians who are ready to keep you warm, keep your water flowing, and save you money in the process. From water softeners to Mitsubishi heat pumps to Mega Steam and Viessmann boilers, Osborne's has a solution for all of your kitchen, bath, and heating. Osborne's Plumbing and Heating, Ellsworth and Bucksport, where service makes the difference.
Whether you're racing to pick up the kids or a quarter mile, make sure you get to the finish line in record time. Give your car the race car treatment with the brand trusted by the Napa Racing Team. Pick up a gear wrench socket set for your garage at any of our 29 locations. And while you're here, sign up for the Napa Rewards. You'll save more each time you shop. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
Back here and just about set to get the fourth quarter underway. The Husson Eagles in a deadlock with the Alfred State Pioneers 10 apiece. We'll see who can break this tie. Visser will take the snap, fires to the right. It's going to be caught out of the backfield. That's a pretty sizable gain there, about 5 yards. Had to run it a long way though after the catch.
Marcano out of the backfield. Neither offense really struggling to move the ball in the third quarter, but both offense struggling to put up points in the third quarter.
I think both offenses, as time has gone on, have looked better and better. So after that Marcano reception, they give him 6 yards. It'll be 3rd and 4.
They sub him out for Garnett, it looked like.
Or perhaps we won't see a Garnett run up the middle. He'll try to grab those 4 yards. We will not. Visser rolls, fires. Good pass, good catch. That's a first down. Additional few yards there. Great play by the receiver, Russ Walker.
Yeah, Walker coming across the middle there, able to pick up some good speed and get around the edge and give Hussen that first down, and they're marching again.
Hussoners really like to go to that play there when they need to throw the ball and gain yards. They roll Visser out of the pocket, get his feet moving, let him find a receiver on the slant. It cuts down on the receivers you have to read the reach to make after you take the snap. 2, it helps you avoid that pass rush. 1st and 10 here from the 36. Visser takes the snap, fakes it to Garnett, drops back, looking to his right. He fires, got a man wide open, no safety back, it's caught. Bell at the 10, the 5, and he crosses the goal line. A big play touchdown.
We got to see what happened there, but the senior, John Bell out of Skowhegan, wide open downfield. No one back, as you said. He catches the ball, and he's got nothing but daylight ahead of him. Nick Visser has his 2nd touchdown of the day, 3rd of the season, and look at him. He is pumped up right now. His
Take a
offense
look at
getting
this
going.
play here. Visser takes the snap. It's play action, and he fires, and he's just all alone. I don't know if the play action maybe made the safety in the corner bite.
They sold something.
Yeah, when he cocked back the throw, I heard you say open or whatever it was you said. Tyler looked up, and there's no safety within vicinity there. So the Skowhegan product with the touchdown reception, that kick almost blocked, is up and through the uprights.
Based on that replay, it was either what you said with the safety biting, and that was Van Fleet biting on it because 31 was a little playing catch-up there, or they just had a mismatch, and they had Bell going up against the linebacker there. I just had the name, but I'm losing it right now. I think he was going up against Jeremiah Nixon, the junior linebacker. And when you get John Bell against a linebacker in one-on-one coverage, especially on a play action like that, that's a recipe for disaster if you're the defense. Great play by Hussen, great play by Visser to find that. Hit him right on the money.
You said about being a linebacker. I was about to say that's a matchup I think Hussen would take 10 times out of 10.
Oh, yeah. Especially with Bell. Bell, one of their quickest wide receivers. I mean, special teams, one of the returners out there. He's probably one of the fastest guys on the team. Anytime you get him with a linebacker out there.
We'll take a look down here with McKenna at the sideline. She's got a report for us. What's going on, McKenna?
Hi, I'm down here in the stands, and the stands are going crazy down here for John Bell. That was an absolute fantastic pass by Nick Visser to John Bell for the touchdown, and we finally have the lead back after we had it in the first quarter. So we'll see if we can hang on to it and win this game. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, McKenna.
This got to be Hussen's largest lead of the season, right?
Yeah, that's probably a safe guess. Up by 7 here. They've trailed for long points of this season. Kickoff going to hop to the kickoff return man who gets his hands on it, brings it up the middle, got some room to work with. Flag is down, I think a block in the back. The return will rumble on though. It's Josh Graham. We'll see where they line that up though.
It is a long return for Graham, weaving in and out of his blockers. Perfect read there, but flag down right at about the 23-yard line. Looks like this one's going to be coming back.
Yeah, I think you're right. Just to follow up there on what McKenna said about the crowd, it's a great-sized crowd here on hand at Winkin.
They got a lot of people from Alfred State, too. But, I mean, John Bell, Skowhegan's not a far ride. He's got to have a little bit of family here.
Got to have some home state fans in attendance.
Foul. First down.
Bring this back to the, you say the 12-yard line there? Is that how far back that's going? Let's see where the officials spot the ball. But yeah, a lot of Alfred State blue here in front of us. Then off to the right, plenty of Hussen green as well. The Bangor faithful showing out for this one.
Oh yeah, this is coming way back. It must be a block in the back.
Yeah, I was pretty sure I heard someone to the left of me here in the booth say the 12. Yep, a holding call is going to be what brings it back.
It is the 12. It didn't stop them last time going most of the distance of the field. They just came up short on the field goal their last drive. But now this offense needs to get something going. You haven't scored any points. Hussen's outscored. It's 14 to nothing run here for Hussen since that second quarter.
Well, Alfred State setting up here. Jimmy Brush in at quarterback. Palmer, the halfback, to his side. Palmer's going to take the handoff. It's a sweep play, no blocking there, but he makes it work anyways. Makes a man miss. Ooh, he is hauled down in a pretty violent manner there by the first down marker.
And you had the back judge toss a flag in from a while back. He's got quite the arm on him, and that's going to go against Alfred State as well.
Another holding call, so they will continue to head in the wrong direction.
What's your name, Jake Paul?
That's just a physical play.
Good physical tackle there to get Palmer down to the ground. You see here where they spot it. They're just now getting the flag off the turf.
I don't know if that's that back judge's call. He threw that flag from about midfield. There are about three other officials over there closer to the play than the back judge.
First down.
Must have had an angle.
I'm going to reiterate here that it is holding. It did take an extra minute, though. Maybe that's why, to kind of get everything sorted out. Get the officials all on the same page. So 15 yards away from the first down marker now. Ball going to be snapped at the 8. Brush in the backfield. Brush and Graham in the backfield, I should say. Brush going to take the snap, it looks like.
They really have their backs against the wall right now. Down 7, first and long.
Brush takes the snap. He's going to roll out of the pocket to his left. As a man fires for a gain. Will be pulled out. That's Ben Ball with a catch.
Antoine Turner on the coverage.
Turner did a nice job there to tag up. Didn't give Ball any room to work with after he made the catch.
I think they are just about at the original line of scrimmage, if not a yard ahead of it. Looks like they're going to mark it 2nd and 9.
I think you are correct. 2nd down play coming up. Brush will look back over to the sideline, get the play call. Joined by Graham in the backfield. Brush takes the snap, looking to the left, fires just out of reach of his intended target, Francois. Francois got his hands to it, but couldn't corral the catch.
That's a catch you got to make too, and that's where you want to put the ball if you're Jimmy Brush, especially on a little stick route, a little out route like that. You want to get it where only your receiver can grab it. That ball just right off the hands of Francois. It would have been a 5-6 yard gain. Make it 3rd and short. Instead, looking at 3rd and 9.
Brown going to be in press coverage now on Francois here on the near side. Brush going to look the other way, trying to avoid the rush. Steps up. There's a flag down on the play. He's pulled down short of the first down marker. The question now becomes, as it has been for most of this drive, what's that flag for?
That flag is going to be against, I think it's going to be another hold against Alfred State. That's what the referee just motioned. Anytime you see a quarterback kind of break contain like that, a lot of the times it's going to be a hold on the offensive line.
Holding.
Looks like they're trotting the punt team out right now.
Decline. 4th down.
Husson going to get the ball back. Chance to go up even more. I don't know if this Alfred State defense has been tired. I don't know what happened, but ever since the second quarter, this Hussen offense has just had their way. I'm sure they're excited to get the ball back here after their defense forces a quick 3 and out after the touchdown.
Yeah, 4th and 4. Hussen rather will decline the penalty. They know that Alfred State's not going to go for it from here. They just wanted to punt the ball off.
Yeah, don't give him another shot.
Exactly. Snap to the side. The punter tracks it down, puts it in the air. High pop up here just in front of our broadcast booth. Caught and then walked forward for a few additional yards by Cam Holmes there on the return.
Starting on the good side of the field.
That they are. Took that across the 50. We will head to break. We'll come back with the upcoming Hussen drive. They lead 17-10.
Hewitt Lift and Rollaback creates
the strongest, simplest, and most reliable dock system.
With one simple goal:
to get you on the lake
faster and easier than anyone else.
Because at Hewitt,
we build stronger.
After 40 years of quality building, we get it.
Hewitt family builds for your family.
For your family.
For your family.
Stand on the solid foundation of the Hewitt family.
docks, pontoon legs, and boat lifts.
You work hard, Play harder. You deserve a
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
The Brewer Transfer Station is privately owned, conveniently located at 198 Dirigo Drive in Brewer, and is now reopened to the public. We accept metals, appliances, tires, furniture, and more from all surrounding towns. So bring your pickup truck, truck and trailer, or dump truck and come see us. We provide roll-off containers on a temporary or permanent basis with the best service around. We also have all your landscape products from mulch, loam, gravel, sand, and stone. We have it all, and we deliver any size volume. We are veteran-owned. Call 989-4000.
Husson University with possession of the football. They lead by 7. Cole Herbert here with Tyler Cruz. Husson looking to extend that lead. They'd like to put this game away. 12:27 remaining here in the fourth. Plenty of time. But a touchdown will do a lot here for Husson in trying to pick up their first victory of the season. So with the play action, he's looking deep, launches a rocket downfield, and it's picked off at the 1-yard line.
You know what that is, Cole? That is a heat check.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it.
Last time Visser threw the ball, it was a 64-yard touchdown. He's up to 200 yards in the day. Feeling himself, trying to air it out right there. He was looked like he was looking for Dom Wilson, but underthrew it. Interception there. That's his third pick of the year. Defense back out on the field.
Max Gomes, who picked the ball off for Alfred State.
That's Max Gomes' third pick of the year, too. He's their interception leader. I don't know if that just means he gets picked on the most.
Well, hey, if you're picking the ball off, maybe you're not getting picked on. But a great job there to pick that one off. So Alfred State, just like that, will take possession back. 1st and 10 for the Pioneers. Ball out to the 20-yard line. Ball handed off to Palmer. He'll come up the middle for a short gain. I said the ball was picked off at the 1. That's where he caught it, but he fell back in the end zone. So that's why they bring it out on the touchback.
Just about where they started their last drive. And this Husson defense is really not allowed. You had that long drive in the third quarter for Alfred State that ended in a missed field goal, but other than that, Husson defense has been very good since the beginning of this game.
Palmer behind Brush, Napoleon to his right. No receiver lined up to the left. A running formation, but they're going to look to throw. Going deep, looking for Napoleon. It's an underthrown ball, but it works to Napoleon's advantage. He comes back and makes the catch. They're both wrestling for possession there. I think Napoleon was grabbed prior to making the catch by Antoine Turner in coverage. That's likely what the flag is for.
Yeah, Napoleon, the much bigger receiver than Antoine Turner. Able to just get his body in front, use his body to get good positioning and make that play through. It's like an and one in football.
Exactly. Sometimes on throws like that, if you can't hit the receiver in stride, you're almost better to underthrow it at dance, so the receiver can stop, turn, and box out the corner.
Especially when he's one-on-one.
Yeah, exactly. If it's double coverage, then no, you don't want to underthrow it. But one-on-one, give the receiver a chance to use his body, box out the smaller defensive back, and make the catch.
That's
1st and 10 from the 42.
It's a big chunk of yards here. That's one of their biggest plays in a while.
Rush will take the snap. They're going to go back to the bread and butter. Palmer with the carry. Wrapped up somewhere there in the gap. Falls forward. See where they spot him.
He hasn't had much going for him the second half.
It's been a slower offensive performance here running the football in the second half. Alfred State looking to tie this one back up. Jimmy Brush awaiting the shotgun snap here, making sure the receivers are all set. Napoleon in the slot, takes snap. He's looking at Napoleon, going to look back the other way. He's going deep up top. Has a man. Oh, he's fantastic. Pass break up. Scratch out the fantastic. That's just a pass break up. A flag is down on the field.
Yeah, the back judge threw that in again. That was a great play. I thought that was clean. That was Alex Brown, the junior, on the coverage there, able to get his hand in there and just bat it away.
Yeah, looking at the replay there, wasn't a whole lot going on. Brown kind of used his arm to push the receiver away, but
I think it's that
get away with
extension
that, yeah.
of the forearm that they got, but that was Francois there, the freshman.
15 yards from the previous spot.
Another flag now, I think, for sportsmanlike here for arguing the call. Was just going to say there with that arm clear out, that's the kind of play where a defensive back probably gets away with it 9 times out of 10, but by the letter of the law, it is pass interference, and the one time you get called for it, it's going to hurt.
It wasn't the closest official to the play making the call either.
I didn't even notice. Was it the one over here on the
It was the
side?
back judge on our side making the call on the far side. So he must have seen something that the closer official didn't.
Number 3.
So that will advance the Alfred State offense forward, some additional yardage here.
That's number 3, first.
That puts this defense in a bad position right now, that penalty.
And it does. The Hussen crowd, as you would expect, Tyler, not a big fan of the call. First and 10 upcoming now.
Stop the clock here for the chain gang to get in position.
Everything's situated now. Josh Graham will take the snap here for Alfred State. Going to hand it out to Palmer. The ball is loose. Palmer can't fall on top of it. That's Hussen football.
And this stadium is rocking right now after that. Talk about a roller coaster. You get the pass interference call. Your defense has their back to their own end zone. Little bobbled snap right there, and they fall on it. They capitalize. This defense is pumped up, and this offense is coming back on the field.
Take a look at it there. The snap was bobbled, and the play was never really in control from that point forward.
Little delayed handoff, and it just wasn't clean between Brush and Palmer, and ball ended up on the ground. Took a little hop away from the offense. I figured it was going to be an easy fumble for the offense to fall on, but took a little football hop. Hussen lands on it. They're in business again, and this stadium is rocking, Cole.
That it is. That got all the Hussen green here in front of us up on their feet. First and 10 coming up from the 18. 10:43 remaining. Visser takes the snap, going to Garnett. Good run here off the tackle. That's a good chunk gain there for a first down. Going to be close to a first down. And he may have been down before he crossed the line. They're going to move the chains. Hussen first down there on the carry.
Play the hits. You don't need to force it downfield right now. You have 10 seconds left on the clock. It's moving. You're up 7. You're able to run the ball. You're able to move the ball really however you want right now. Since the second quarter, you've been able to move the ball however you want. Keep handing it off. He's been having a great day, has Garnett. Play the hits.
Want to keep that clock running, and Garnett keeps gaining yards, so why not? They do mark him down just a yard shy, 2nd and 1. Garnett with another chance this time. He'll go to the right side. First down, but a flag is out. It's going to be holding. We'll find out.
Looks like it. Flag coming in behind the line of scrimmage. Yep. Going against Hussen.
Holding. Offense, number 42. 10-yard
93
penalty.
yards for Elijah Garrett on the day. Garnett on the day.
That'll back the play up there. Marcano going to sub in here. He'll spell Garnett for at least a possession, or a play here, I should say. Not a possession, a play. 2nd and 11. After the holding call. Back this up a little further than that 2nd and 11 up on the board. It is going to be 2nd and 11. Ball at the 17-yard line. Visser takes the shotgun snap, looking for a quick pass. Hits Marcano to the backfield. It's a screen play. Wrapped up quickly, not a lot of room to go there. The wind has returned here to the Winkin Sports Complex.
At least in the press box.
Yeah, that it has.
And he was hit hard, and there's a player down after that collision. Looks like an Alfred State player. Whoever came up with that tackle, that was a violent tackle right there.
And it was. Hopefully he's okay there. Take a look at it again. Going to be 3rd and 9, it looks like, after they tend to the injured Pioneer.
And he is up.
It's always a good sign.
That's going to be Amir Al-Sawaf Jr.
One of the two starting safeties for the Alfred State side.
Under him on the depth chart is Danny Browning. Looks like he'll be coming in right now, 22 on the far side.
Visser in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking to throw. He's got time, fires across the middle, crossing pattern from John Bell, who'll make the catch. Pulled down as he crosses the out of bounds line. Nick Husson wants a unnecessary roughness call here on the tackle.
Did look like a horse collar. Looked like he had him near the neck. No flag coming out right now, and what is coming out is the Hussen punt team.
Took the words out of my mouth there. We'll take a second look at that play. Bell catches it coming across the middle.
Oh yeah, that's not a horse collar. That's a clean tackle.
Yeah, a little awkward looking just because of the angle, but I don't think there was any intent there for a horse collar. I don't think he ever really had a hold of the collar. Well, the punt team out. There's the snap. When it's boomed downfield.
Good punt.
A pretty good punt there. Van Fleet will take it.
Good coverage.
To flip it. Yeah, fantastic punt coverage there by the Eagles.
I know that name. We've called his name a couple times before on penalties. This time for positive reasons.
A great stop.
We're saying Evan Duronsel able to chase down the returner, bring him down at about the 25-yard line, a little before it.
He was shot out of a cannon there with the speed he had, breaking down to pull the return man Van Fleet down to the ground.
Listed as a linebacker, but that's a lot of speed right there for a linebacker. He doesn't have a linebacker build. Maybe he just hits like a linebacker.
Yeah, that could be it. 8:36, the time remaining here in the fourth as the Pioneers start their drive. Snap is taken, going to be handed off to Palmer. Looking off the left side. A lot of Eagles there. Oh, and he is planted into the turf. That Duronsel in on the hit.
That's Adam Bertrand, 36.
Yep, 36, not 35, 36.
He was in at fullback earlier, just finishing off the hit that was started in the backfield. Looked like he was trying to get away from somebody there, and then Bertrand came in and knocked him right to the ground.
Bertrand hit him so hard he lost his own helmet on the play. 8 minutes, clock winding down here, 2nd and 9. Brush takes the snap, rolls to his right, breaks a tackle in the backfield, tucks it, runs, and fires. He'll just throw that one away. Might not seem like it, but Brush did a great job there just to throw that one away and live to fight another day.
Yeah, just to not go down on the initial contact. Look like that was Marquise Jackson in there, or Sean Savage. I think it was Sean Savage, a Skowhegan native as well, and on the original quarterback hit, but Brush able to break free from that, throw it in the direction of Ben Ba, even though it was outside and out of bounds.
Between Savage and Bell, a lot of Skowhegan-based talent here.
Riverhawks showing up.
Roster. That they are. 3rd and 9 play coming up. Jimmy Brush takes the snap. He's looking to throw. Pump fakes, tucks it, rolls near the line of scrimmage, fires across the middle, has a man, but just overthrows Roman Napoleon.
Yeah, and that could have been very dangerous. Garrett Mayhew not playing the receiver, playing the ball. If that throw was online, there was absolutely no one behind Napoleon. He could have waltzed in for a touchdown from probably midfield.
He would have had about 40 yards to go, and like you said, no one between him and the goal line. So lucky for Hussen that ball was overthrown.
Again, the quarterback pressure getting to him. You haven't really seen much of that on the other side. This is an Alfred State team that has 0 sacks on the season, and it's shown. They really have not put much pressure on Nick Visser.
Bell back to receive the punt.
Weird spin.
The ball going to hop and knuckle its way past Bell. He'll let it go. To wind up at about the 34-yard line. We'll take a break. The Eagles lead 17-10.
Join us at C&K Variety in Herman for hand-tossed pizza, fresh pasta, sandwiches, salads, and more. Serving the community for decades, we're living proof that incredible fast food doesn't have to come out of a microwave. Open 7 days a week. Service. It's what makes Osborne's Plumbing and Heating different 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. When you need them, they'll be there with trained, skilled, certified technicians who are ready to keep you warm, keep your water flowing, and save you money in the process. From water softeners to Mitsubishi heat pumps to Mega Steam and Beastman boilers, Osborne's has a solution for all of your kitchen, bath, and heating. Osborne's Plumbing and Heating, Ellsworth and Bucksport, where service makes the difference.
Choosing a school is really difficult, but I have never felt like I should have gone somewhere else.
The thing I like about the school, the class sizes are smaller.
Making friends is easier here because of the fact that you are such a tight-knit community.
I was shooting around a basketball. That's how I met my first friend.
You meet a lot of new people from different areas of the world.
I feel like I've grown so much here.
And there's so many amazing people that work here to learn from.
I definitely made the right decision coming to Hussen.
Join us at C&K Variety in Herman for hand-tossed pizza, fresh pasta, sandwiches, salads, and more. Serving the community for decades, we're living proof that incredible fast food doesn't have to come out of a microwave. Open 7 days a week.
Welcome back to Husson Eagles football, brought to you by Fox 22 and the New England School of Communications at Hussen University. Cole Herbert here with Tyler Cruz. On the call, this one, Visser will take the snap, hands it off to the halfback. Garnett breaks an arm tackle and is hauled down, but the ball comes out.
That's his second fumble of the quarter for Garnett, and that's going to go the other way as well. It's his second lost fumble. I mean, he had some speed, he had some running room, and I think when he went down, the ball popped out. Let's see the replay here. Oh, he is down. He is way down.
Yeah, that's a tough one there. It's hard to tell if the ball was maybe moving before he hit the ground, but from that angle and what we can see, it looked like the ground caused the fumble, which it can't cause the fumble.
But he had been down. That ball came out after the elbow was down. That's a missed call by the officials right there, and there's no way for them to go back and check that out, but that is a missed call.
Bad break there for the Husson Eagles. Alfred State, though, the benefactor, they will certainly take it. Jimmy Brush can't get the Pioneers moving towards pay dirt here.
They need it. 7 minutes left. If Hussen could have put points on the board right there, that would have been fine. Took a 7-minute lead. They turned the ball over 3 times.
Brush looking to throw. Steps up, avoids a hit. Oh, he gets it out to the safety valve. Baugh staying on his feet. He gets down. A short gain. You'll take it, though. Brush was almost sacked in the backfield.
It looked like he was... A couple of Hussons were held. You can hear it, too, from the crowd referees we have over at the Winkin Complex.
Crowd referees can be found at any athletic event in the country. See Baugh there dropping down. He saw the hit coming in. Heads up play there. Good business decision just to drop down. Gain of 5. Good job by Brush to look up and find Baugh before he was sacked and hit him in stride. Brush takes the snap. They give it to Palmer. Palmer will keep it on the ground. It's a big first down run. Drops the shoulder and then is pulled down out of bounds. Yep, once more, that's going to be a flag for a late hit. He was well across that white stripe.
That's Alex Brown. Both parties still kind of initiating contact, but Brown the one finishing it, throwing him to the ground, and that's going to get you the penalty anytime, especially when you're that far out of bounds, and that's going to bring Alfred State to within the Hussen 15 probably. After that big run.
Are going to talk it over here, but
Palmer kind of squeaked through the tackles there. It wasn't a big hole, and he kind of like nudged his way in as if you were sneaking into a closed baseball field or something like that where the fence was short. Snuck through that hole and then just turned on the jets.
On the play. Holding, offense, number 80. 10 yards from the spot of the foul. After the play, dead ball, late hit. On the defense, number 3. 15 yards from that spot.
Holds
automatic.
And a late hit. Hold against Alfred State and a late hit against Hussen. So this ball will be spotted. Looks like at about the 44.
Yeah, I think you are correct.
Nope, they're moving it up.
You got to try to sort out how those 2 penalties offset, to what degree they do offset.
You're going to be right outside the 20.
I'd say the Hussen crowd there, they saw the flag at the backfield for the hold. I don't think they were prepared for the late hit coming up at the end of the play. So yeah, they'll put the ball down, like you just said, at the 23-yard line, up to 23.
And that was the obvious call from the booth.
Yeah, I missed the hold in the backfield until the official came out and grabbed his hand, grabbed his wrist, I should say. The shotgun snap to Brush. He'll give it. No, he'll keep it himself. Makes a man miss, falls forward. A lot of deception on those option keepers there. Almost every time I think Palmer is breaking out of the backfield with possession.
Palmer with over 100 yards on the day.
Savage with the stop. 5:50 remaining here, ball at the 20.
.116 on the day for Palmer, but he's carried the ball 30 times. It's a big workload.
Rush takes the snap, make it 31, and add 4, 5, maybe 6 yards to that total there as well. We'll bring up third down.
Are you in 4-down territory here?
Yeah, probably. I had to look up. You've got 5:18 remaining. Field goal doesn't do you any good at all here, so yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't be.
Those 3 turnovers for Hussen this fourth quarter really kept them from putting the game away. Since that 64-yard touchdown, really haven't had much going offensively.
Let's see here if Brush can get something going for the Pioneers. Clock down inside 5 minutes, 3rd and 5. Empty backfield, takes the snap. He's hitting the backfield. He stays on his feet and throws it away. Jimmy Brush is a magician in the backfield. I thought there was no chance he wasn't getting hauled down there for a sack. Somehow spun away from the hit.
Yeah, it was Tyreek Mann in the backfield on the play. He's down right now, it looks like, but he came through like a bull in a china shop.
Yeah, man in some serious discomfort there. They will attend to him.
He beat left tackle Sean Carey right away.
The injury happened after Brush broke free of the hit. An offensive lineman came back and shoved Mann out of the play. I think that's when Mann went down in some pain.
Just must have been an awkward landing.
That would be my guess, or maybe the ankle got rolled up on in the process. They are attending to him now at field level. When play does continue, it'll be 4th and 5 from the 18. You asked me before that last play if I thought it was 4-down territory. Look there at Tyreek Mann.
We'll see.
And help him to his feet. Yeah, I think it's definitely 4-down territory. The field goal keeps it a 1-score game. No reason to bother putting it in the air. Well, he is walking off on his own power, as you can see there. Excellent camera work. Oh, starting to move a little faster, too. I think he's okay. I think he'll be back in this contest before too long.
Yeah, just a great play from him. That's 2 sacks that Hussen should have had, but Jimmy Brush making some magic happen.
4th and 5. From there, Brush was going to the hard count. He'll take the snap, looking to pass. Got a man open. He hits Napoleon in stride, turning upfield, lowering the shoulder, torpedoing forward. Going to be down at about the 2-yard line. 1st down and then some for the Alfred State Pioneers.
They must have been playing a back zone right there and just weren't accounting for the middle of the field because he's running across the field. A little drag route right there and nobody near him.
And Alfred State had a drag route going the other direction as well, and I think that receiver was open too, so Brush had his choice of targets. Today's game is brought to you by Performance PT, Greenway Equipment Sales, Governor's Restaurant in Casella. 1st and goal here from the 3-yard line. The heavy set formation. Snap directly to Palmer. He's going to put it down, runs into the guard. That is a yard and a cloud of dust there.
And they're going to bring Brush out again. So not going to do 2 direct snaps in a row like we've usually seen from them when they roll out the Wildcat or those specialty formations.
It's like some of the trickery of it is gone now.
I don't think there's going to be any trickery here. I don't think you have any wide receivers on the field right now for Alfred State.
Don't. Brush in the pistol. There's a tight end set as an up back. Tight end in motion now as well.
That's Silver.
That's a heavy formation right there. Brush going to give it to Palmer. Man in the backfield. He makes a miss. Lowers the shoulder. Start up the goal line. I think the ball broke the plane. Husson will rip it free, but the whistle had already sounded. The official nearest to us has his hands in the air. So a touchdown run there for Palmer.
That's just power on power. That's the 3rd time they've set up in an obvious run formation and said we're going to just put it right down the middle and see if you can stop it. This time, Alfred State, the successors on that play.
You said power on power. Palmer took the handoff. Lowered the shoulder and just ran into the line of scrimmage, powered his way across. Alfred State lining up here for the extra point. If this is through the uprights, it'll be a tie game. Extra point is up. The extra point is good, so we are shaping up to have a memorable finish here at the John W. Winkin Sports Complex. Palmer scores, the extra point is good. Both teams with 17s on the scoreboard.
Jake Palmer fantasy owners have to be happy today.
Yeah, that they do. He's had a fantastic contest so far. Said he was up over 100 yards, right, Tyler?
Yes, he's at 121 and a touchdown now.
Yeah, hard to complain about that. We knew coming in that Palmer's was a name we'd be saying often. A great job there to knot this one up at 17 apiece. See what Hussen can draw up here on offense. Both teams still with all 3 of their timeouts, so this final 3 minutes and 39 seconds could be a long 3 minutes and 39 seconds.
Both teams pretty even on yardage, too, on the day. 366 yards for Hussen, 362. Both offenses kind of trading blows here.
It's been a fantastic football game.
Great
one to be here in the booth for. Wonderful fall weather. A little bit of a breeze blowing around the complex now. So Alfred State preparing here to kick off. Evan French handling the kickoff duties. Oh, it's going to be a squib kick. Grabbed by the up back. He'll be pulled down. Eventually here, he won't be pulled down, but forward progress will deem the plays dead. A couple of late hits in there. That will do it there for the return. Up past the 40, ball going to be spotted at the 42.
Short field for Hussen again, 58 yards to go.
Yeah, it's interesting that Alfred State went for the short kick there as opposed to putting it long and trying to pin Hussen back.
Do you think it was planned?
That's a good question. Maybe they were scared. They saw how explosive John Bell can be. Didn't want to give him a chance to break a return back. So Hussen will start their possession here at the 42-yard line. 3:34 on the clock. All 3 timeouts in the back pocket of Nat Clark. Visser fakes like he's going to pass. Quarterback draw for that fantastic block. Still on his feet. He's hauled down. That's a big gain.
Usually you see Garnett with the ball running into the hole like that and lowering his shoulder. This time he does it as the lead blocker for Nick Visser, and that's... You heard that from up in the booth with the headphones on, that hit. Look at that right there. What a block by the running back. Doing the dirty work.
Saw Visser, too. We've seen the run here. After they ruled the first down, he looked up both ways and with a smile on his face. You can see it right there at the end, signaled first down, looking at his own sideline.
He is pumped up. He's having a great game. Besides that interception, he's over 200 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Getting it done in the rushing game.
I think I said it earlier. I know I was thinking it last week as Visser takes a snap. A quick throw. That one is caught by Russ Walker. He has room to work. A first down and then some. Big gain for Walker.
These Hussen receivers are fast.
They
get the ball with a little bit of open speed, and they are off to the races. A little bit of open space, not open speed.
The open space, open speed, either way. They see some green grass, some turf, they can run up. They like to do so. A lot of speed, a lot of quickness for Hussen on the outside. What I was going to say about Visser after that run he broke, I was thinking last week, I think I said it earlier, he's pretty athletic. He looks good when he runs. I'm surprised there aren't more designed runner option plays in the Hussen offense. They've went to it a few times here, and it's worked pretty well.
They had some success with it early in the game, too. In that second quarter, when the offense was driving, they had a couple options, and Visser was able to get some space and get some yardage.
Garnett going to take it up the middle. It spins for a nice gain.
If you're Garnett, the one thing you need to do here is hold on to the ball. You got time's ticking down. You have about 2 minutes left in the game. You're in scoring territory. Now it's just kind of you're going to get some points on the board here. You just don't want to give Alfred State the ball back with too much time.
Certainly, ball protection very important here. I will cut Garnett some slack there on that last fumble. I think, as you said, I think you're right. I think he was down prior to the ball coming out.
Yes.
Now the question here is if you're Hussen with 1:42, the clock is winding down. How confident do you feel in your field goal team if it comes to that? Visser takes the snap, gives it to Garnett up the middle. He's hit for another big gain.
And as we wrap things up here, I just want to talk about how kind of grateful I am to get this opportunity to broadcast this game by the great students with NESCOM who have been a huge help. meeting with their professors and the leaders, and it's just great technology, great program here for sports journalism and anybody interested in getting into this business. And I've had nothing but a great experience doing this game in partnership with NESCOM.
Everybody involved with NESCOM does such a great job. Just a great program here. Visser will take the snap, going to give it to Garnett. It's a sweep run. He's pulled down just a few yards past the 10. So Husson certainly at the point now where I think you could feel relatively confident sending the field goal team out. Alfred State going to burn a timeout here to stop the clock.
Yeah, they're going to start using there. Now with under 60 seconds left on the clock, 58 ticks to go. Husson's field goal away. If you're Alfred State, your one goal right now is to get the ball back with some kind of manageable time on the clock. And if you're Hussen, it's to kick the field goal with time nearly expiring.
And Penalties was good from 33 earlier on in the contest.
From here, this would be a 25-yarder with the ball on the 8.
Essentially a chip shot. Both sides talking things over here. 2nd and 8, the play that's coming up.
Got Holder, Max Clark, and long snapper Ryan Rometta on the sideline working on their transition right now, right in front of the Gatorade bottles on the Hussen bench.
Yeah, kind of an interesting situation. Rometta, the long snapper, also the backup quarterback for the Eagles.
It's a good skill to have, the long snapping.
And it is. Hand off to Garnett. He's running at some space.
Looks like the skill's not needed.
I was about to say, the kick team not necessary yet anyways. Garnett with an explosive run to the outside. Crosses the goal line and will put Hussen up 6.
And this is interesting now. This is getting interesting. Yet 2 timeouts left for Alfred State. Just about a minute to work with on the clock. If you can get some okay field position here off the kickoff, you can seriously make a run to tie this game up. This kick is still very important, even though it's not the game-winning field goal.
And it is Max Clark, the holder. He's pretty familiar with head coach Nat Clark.
We work with Max a lot during the high school season.
Clark puts it down. Oh, the kick is blocked. Falling on top of it is Penalties, the kicker. Well, as you said, the kick very important. Now if Alfred State scores and makes the extra point, they've got the outright lead.
That's a good jump right there by Alfred State. They were in the backfield as soon as the ball was snapped. I don't know if that was a missed block or what happened there, but let's see the replay here. Oh, just right around the edge to block it. Came around the edge. That's a great play. And there's an injury on the field as well.
Yeah, I was wondering if perhaps that was the lineman who was beat on the play. It looks like he's come up limp, not putting any weight or pressure at all on that leg.
And that's right tackle Ethan Hicks, 6'1", 35, sophomore.
A big loss.
Especially for the run game.
If I remember correctly, last week against Plymouth State, Hicks had to come off of the field for 4 or 5 plays with some kind of leg injury. I thought maybe it was cramping, so I hope that it's not something related to that last week, something he's further aggravated. He's okay.
It was with the University of Maine game last week. There were cramps on every 3 plays.
So warm.
Yeah. 85 degrees and sunny for 1 p.m. kickoff for both of those games last week. Just not ideal football.
No, certainly not. Especially too, Husson's home uniforms. The tops are black.
Not the best at deflecting the heat.
No, it'll be great, you know, in a month or so when it's 25 degrees and we're up here bundled in jackets or whatnot, but on a day like last Saturday when it had to be in the 80s, not your friend at all. Comes the kickoff. They'll send it long.
That's a good kick. That's what you need.
Bounces into the end zone. So 53 seconds for Alfred State. 2 timeouts in the pocket of their head coach, Scott Lynn.
75 yards in 53 seconds, but we have seen this offense come up with some pretty big plays so far. I'd look at I think they're going to be looking for the matchup of Napoleon or Ben Boss, see if they can get him one-on-one with Antoine Turner or Alex Brown. Both of these receivers have the height over the Hussen defensive backs, but they've played well so far. It looks on the far side, it looks to be Ben Ba and Antoine Turner. That's about they're going to switch that out, actually. They're going to put Brown on Ba. Brown 5'10", 155. Turner 5'8", 150.
Brush will take the snap. Reading the field, goes across the middle for a short gain. It's out.
There was no whistle on that play. Oh, incomplete. Good hit right there Looked like Hussen came out in the zone, tried to hit the tight end over the middle. That's Porzusek. He's one of their top wide receivers this year.
Yeah, they had to
Not
call
wide
his name
receivers.
a whole lot. Yeah. He led in receptions coming into this one. He had the ball in his hands, was hitting, and it popped free for the incompletion. So 2nd and 10 now. Clock stopped at 49 seconds. Brush takes the snap, drops back looking to throw. He's hit as he unleashes it. Ball sails out of play. That hit definitely affected that throw from the Alfred State QB.
Looked like that time Hussen in man coverage and sending Garrett Mayhew back in the deep zone.
3rd and 10 now. 43 on the clock.
Mayhew seems to be getting the snaps in coverage situations at safety. And tackle or blitz situations that seem to be going to Parker LaFrance.
It's like a single.
They're both out there right now.
Single man back at safety. Different look defensively. There's the snap. Brush looking for a man. Gonna have to tuck it and run forward. Throws on the move. Ball with the catch. Not a whole lot going there. That'll bring up 4th down.
That's a good play by Durancel to bring him down. That's a good play by Brush to even get anything out of that.
Yes.
Throwing across his body. Clearly 4-down territory right here. Don't even have to ask.
I'm surprised Alfred State didn't burn a timeout. The clock is winding
go.
down. And now they're going to call the timeout.
See, why wait? Why not? If you're going to burn it now, why let 6 seconds run off and then burn the timeout? Is it because you want to see what they're rolling out in as a defense?
That's about the only logical explanation I can think of. A logical reason.
I mean, 27 and 22 is a big difference. It may not seem like it, but that's a whole play.
No, it certainly is. One of those things where anywhere else 5 seconds not that bad. If it's time left in really any sporting contest, that can be the difference. Hussen leads by 6. 4th and 7 play coming up. 22 seconds remaining. Cole Herbert and Tyler Cruz alive up here in the broadcast booth.
Pioneers so far 1 of 2 on 4th down. This one arguably the biggest of the day.
Take this time to thank our lead producer today, Tina Churchill, director Drew Hallett, lead audio mixer Ryan Gratzer, and then thanks to everyone back behind the scenes making this possible. Big play coming up here for Alfred State. 4th down and 7. Brush in the gun, takes the snap, drops back looking to throw. They need at least 7 yards. He goes deep across the middle, and he's picked off. That will end the contest.
That's Parker LaFrance.
Returning. LaFrance gets upended. That is a great way to end the contest for the Husson Eagles.
And this defense, as they've done for most of the game, coming up with a big stop when it mattered most. They've been able to hold Brush in check. That's his 5th interception of the season and comes at a very opportune time for this Eagles defense.
That it does. That's a tough one there for your Brush. You might as well put it in the air. Nothing to lose on 4th down.
Hussen will walk out. Victory formation, I assume. Nick Visser, what a day for the quarterback.
Yeah, Visser had a fantastic performance here for the Eagles. Came up big when they needed him to. Garnett, very effective. Bell with several big plays. And of course, really the entirety of the Eagles defense. Victory formation, as you said, Tyler, the call here for Hussen.
Tucker Buzzle, another 17 tackle game for him.
Wow.
Nick Visser, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns. This Eagles team has a lot to celebrate right now. What a game this was. Flipping that switch in the 2nd quarter and just not looking back since. Besides those few turnovers in the 4th, this was just a dominating offensive performance for them. The defense did their job when they had to.
They did. Hard to pick a better game here to do for TV, Tyler. Fun down to the final whistle. Hussen with a 23-17 victory. So they will leave the Winkin Sports Complex here today with their first win of the season as they gear up for conference play. There at Nat Clark. So Hussen Eagles, they'll all line up here and go through the handshake line after the victory.
Nat Clark got to be happy with the way his team answered the call in the 2nd half. 13 points in the 2nd half after in the 4th quarter, actually, after a scoreless 3rd quarter. Nothing doing much for either team in the 3rd, but when push came to shove in the 4th, it was the Hussen offense showing up when it mattered the most.
And really, we mentioned that if Hussen left here with a victory, you'd look back at those last 2 possessions before the half as a turning point. That's exactly where it did seem to turn for the Eagles. Visser finishes up 18 of 25, 233 yards, 2 touchdowns and a pick. Elijah Garnett out of the backfield, the lead back at 26 carries for 133 yards and a touchdown. Leading receiver yardage-wise is John Bell, 3 catches, 89 yards. Russ Walker with 4 catches for 78. Bell had a touchdown, and then Colin Casey caught the other touchdown for Hussen. We will take a break here, and then we'll come back with some post-game wrap-up.
At Hashy's Auto Enhancing, our focus is on the appearance, longevity, and value of your vehicle. Does your undercarriage look like this? You can go from this to this. And if you have a new vehicle, you can avoid this. Our annual undercoating service will add years of life to your vehicle. At Hashy's, we also do rhino linings. We can rhino rocker panels, bumpers, trailers, side-by-sides, and more. We take pride in making your ride shine inside and out. Book one of our detailing packages.
Bring your ride to us to protect your investment.
Think you can't afford college? Think again. Right now, tuition is free at Washington County Community College in Calais for recent high school graduates. So if you graduated from 2020 to 2022, you won't pay anything in tuition or mandatory fees while you pursue a degree or certificate full-time. Whether you're looking for a hands-on education for in-demand careers or want to take courses to transfer to a university, you can do it for free at WCCC. The time to discover your future is now. Learn more at www.wccc.me.edu.
Half-off deals. Save money at foxbangor.com right now. Get the best deals from restaurants, family fun activities, events, and your favorite stores all in one place. Go to foxbangor.com and click on half-off deals and see all the money you could be saving. Half-off deals at foxbangor.com. You're watching Fox 22, WFVX, Bangor.
Having their post-game meeting at field level after a 6-point victory over the Alfred State Pioneers. Successful day of football here for Hussen. They have to be happy with how this contest went.
Yeah, great second half performance from the Eagles today. They looked dominant on all sides of the ball, especially in that fourth quarter. Defense coming up with the late stop, the late interception. I think what was key on that was forcing that 4th and long and forcing that throw. Seemed like late in the game, either that offensive line for Alfred State got tired or the pass rush for Hussen just kind of turned it up a little bit.
Yeah, probably a little of both. And then even with the running game for Alfred State, some of the trickery they ran just stopped working as the game went on. Some final player stats for Alfred State. The quarterback, Jimmy Brush, finished 11 for 22 with 135 yards through 1 interception. On the ground, Brush had 7 carries for 81 yards, ran a touchdown. Jake Palmer, the lead back, 33 attempts, 121 yards on the ground and a touchdown. Saw some Josh Graham as well. He had 9 carries for 37 yards. Ben Baugh, the leading receiver, 6 catches for 32 yards. Well, leading receiver when it comes to catches, 4 catches, Napoleon, for 94 yards.
150-something yards for Visser in the second half. He gets my game ball if I had a choice.
I would agree with that. So thank you, Tyler, for joining me here today. Thanks to Fox 22 for having me, and a congratulations and a big thank you to everyone that made this possible at NESCOM. Hussen with a 6-point victory. Final score 23-17. Enjoy the remainder of your afternoon.
This has been a presentation of Fox 22 Bangor and the New England School of Communications at Husson University.
You're watching Fox 22, Bangor.
6. Talk about that fan base, Joel. We talked about it before the game. Just the resilience of this fan base. You know, what they've endured, the heartaches, the one-score losses. I mean, they show up and they show out. This is a special place. You know, whether it's...
I mean, look at the sellout streak.
I mean,
385 consecutive sellouts, which is a record. They are as loyal and as good of a fan base as you'll find in the entire sport.
They're probably being tested like unlike any other time in the history of this program.
Well, I mean,
is that a safe thing to say?
100%. Think about this. Tom Osborne, yes, he was great, and everyone's thinking like, oh, the 90s never. He never won less than 9 games ever in his entire career. Like, that's what these people, Bob Devaney, these people have